You ever had somebody you really like? I mean like really like, but you're not sure if they feeling you? This is one of these scenarios, you know, like boy meets girl, this whole coming of age thing. This is my story, and I just want to share it with you. I woke up in the morning feeling better than I did last night. Now I got a text from this girl I've been feeling right for a couple months. Hit me, are you up? Text back, girl, what's up? She said, let's link up. One time, probably two. Bring your friends too, cause my girls are sliding through. You can meet us at the park, so get ready. I wanna see you, and don't be late. It's a lovely day, and I wanna conversate. So I'm getting ready. I'm looking sharp. Got a text from my crush, meet us at the park. So I call up my homies, what's up, dog? And we bout to make our way to chill at the park. And we go, to the park. And we go, to see my crush. And we go, with the homies. And we go, hey. So we get there, I see her from a glare. People playing ball, she waving at me, dog. I pulled up a seat while the homies greet. She hugged me, saying things like she missed me. Sparked the conversation, cracked a couple jokes, thinking how far can this go? She feeling me, but I gotta know for sure. While we talking, this dude sat beside her, dog. And then he said, babe, we heading to the mall. I was looking like straight full, had all the homies laughing at me, bro. The girls was laughing at me. I'm like, dang. But it's all cool though. I messed with a cousin like a week after. Yeah. But yo, I'm glad you're here to listen, man. I'm gonna tell my story. Appreciate that though. Peace. Hey, had to get it now, yeah, that's the game plan. Yeah. We did it on our own, didn't need no helping hand. Hey. Touchdown on these folks, so I won the game, man. Yeah. King Tito, baby, and I'm from the A, man. Hey. Had to get it now, yeah, that's the game plan. Yeah. We did it on our own, didn't need no helping hand. Hey. Touchdown on them folks, so I won the game, man. Yeah. King Tito, baby, and I'm from the A, man. Hey. Switch it up, Atlanta where I'm heating up. Yeah, I gotta get it, it's a must. At your function, post it up with my partners. Current classic is the brand. Say it louder when I shout it. Girl, you got it. Bring your friends too. We can get lit too. Show you what I can do, but I can't dance. Just playing. I'm about to have Atlanta streets blazing when I come through. Man, this for bank too. Hey, I crank that car colors from the most side. Decap the bank kid, man, they go wild. Remember thinking to myself like this gold time. Can't I see what I'm rocking? Yeah, that's all the time. Yeah, I've been in my groove. Tito is the truth. If you ain't down then I don't know you. Sticking to the script, it is what it is. Heating up this year, get ready for the kid. Had to get it now, yeah, that's the game plan. We did it on our own, didn't need no helping hand. Touchdown on these folks, so I won the game, man. King Tito, baby, and I'm from the A, man. Had to get it now, yeah, that's the game plan. We did it on our own, didn't need no helping hand. Touchdown on them folks, so I won the game, man. King Tito, baby, and I'm from the A, man.
I think truth plays a big part in growth. Because, I mean, a lot of people prefer fantasy over reality. I just want the truth. I want to live in a reality because at the end of the day, that's what we living in. So, you don't have to spare my feelings or anything like that. I've always been the type of person that preferred the truth over a lie.
I want the truth. No matter how people may feel, I want the truth. I know but it is what it is. I want the truth. And you can keep living along with your life. I want the truth. Who cares what the people are saying? I want the truth. Every night and every day, I want the truth. And you can keep living along with your life. Give me the truth. Don't wanna hear it if it ain't the truth. Stop living in fear and give me the truth. And you can keep living your life a whole life. I want the truth. I'm not afraid, I want the truth. Cause I'm feeling played, I want the truth. And you can continue living your life a
Rolling on the I-95, high life, hoping I don't die. Living my life too fast. I'm alone in this bitch, I do the dash. Rolling on the I-95, high life, hoping I don't die. Living my life too fast. I'm alone in this bitch, I do the dash. Hey. I'm a factor, you niggas actors. I tell them back up, I got my cash up. Out of this world like I'm NASA. Brand new vehicle, faster. And I stay blessed like a pastor. Ay, all white, off-white bastard. Ay, tryna get low in the palace. Ay, these niggas, they pussy, they not malice. Ay, I can't fuck on her, that she average. Bad bitch came with the baggage. Ay, but we go together like a sandwich. Ay, real one, but they don't understand it. Rolling on the I-95, high life, hoping I don't die. Living my life too fast. I'm alone in this bitch, I do the dash. Rolling on the I-95, high life, hoping I don't die. Living my life too fast. I'm alone in this bitch, I do the dash.
I told my daughter if you wanna rap, then rap. But I think you should be a princess. I told her boyfriend if he gon' cap, then cap. And he gon' get his chin check. I told my chauffeur to make a left. Tell the cops don't put me over, I ain't taking that breath. No, I'm not getting out the car, I ain't showing you shit. And no, I ain't taking them steps. Cause I know I'm gonna be under arrest. Cause I'm high as fuck, I just lit it up. Plus I got call up my wife, tell her come get the car. And she gon' see the bitch in my trunk. Whole lot of money, I stack all the 20s. I burn through the ones, I get what I want. Spend all the 50s, I pass out the hundreds. I swear on my mama, my comma will come. That's because all of the commas I front. I like my money with commas in front. I like my bitch with a thong up her button. Her natural hair like she Lauren or something. I like my chips in the ruffles with onions. I like my bricks in the duffel with butter. I like the Glocks on the table, the pumps in the closet, and I like the dope in the oven. I like my hoe when they naked. I fuck them so reckless, and then I'm gonna come on her stomach. Hold up. Fuck happened to the beat, bro?
Hey, bro, that's cool and all, but, weren't you supposed to be dissing chess?
Oh, fuck, I forgot about that little nigga. All right, let's get it. Cake life, I ain't even make no diss track. Why you got my name in them shit raps? Oh, cause your honor so relevant, big fat, nigga, I blow your motherfucking head off your shoulder and leave it on your front porch gift wrap. Leave no prints, don't leave no stench. Now the feds come through like it must been a mishap. Big facts, I don't give a fuck about none of that shit. You got the wrong nigga out of this class. Better give all that shit to them other little niggas over here, cause you won't get your shit back. I got 2 Glock 9s and they both got 30s all black and the rest still mismatched. Running your house with a 30 in the gym bag. Now you got a new house guest like Sinbad. Big fact, fuck is you from? All you gonna see is a tech and the drum. All we gonna leave is a mess when we come. You just gonna see me and Rex with a gun. You just gonna see my index and my thumb. You just gonna see a suppressor that run. All you gonna hear is a pop pop followed by dot mop, then another pop pop, then another pop pop rum. I'm the little bitch, I'm the #1 stunner. You talk all that shit, I'm gonna handle your plumbing. Have smack at your funeral, reading the statement like Dilly departed. My #1 gunner, don't fuck with me, stupid. This ain't what you wanna. I get on my knees and I pray for a bust it. Dear Heavenly Father, I wish that he would. Then I blow the cake on them suckers. I call her Rex for the pies and the chicken. I call her Mookie, don't lie with the bitches. He let me know by surprise where you living. I be at your door like, how, who is it? Mama like Raekwon, can't have visits. I be like, damn, how old the little nigga? She like, damn, that's a grown little nigga, then blam. Now you live alone, little nigga. We hide them bitches to find where you living. No ties, no printers, no wires, no witness. No time for religion. My niggas is atheists. Remington shoot with 100 for radius. I got the drop right to where your location is. I drop a op like he entered the matrix. And all of that violence, your honor was made for it. Dead body smelling like bacon bits. I ain't got time for no hating shit. Had to just break a brick and give it back to the gang. You do $1 million, I'm worth about $1 million. I promise you, nigga, this shit ain't the same. You call up Tay-Rock and Steams to spar. This is the difference I'm trying to explain. Your best friend battling a bitch this weekend and my best friend in the All-Star game. We not the same. 15 racks in the book bag, nigga, this pocket chain. We not the same. Just gave Mook the SK looking like a stock exchange, but we not the same. I ain't even about to finish that shit. Hey, Chess, give me 35. Give me 35 if I can finish this shit for you. Chess, Rock, Oz, Lux. Rock again, Os again, Lux again, Verb, DNA, GC, better yet, Treachy. Shine, you my brother, much love, you already know. DNA, you dead man. Mickey Facts, try snitching ass. Don't enter my spawn sessions no more, you just gonna cap the other niggas, nigga. Weak nigga, I been him, always have been and will be. You don't like the name, then kill me. Just for fucking spawn with clips. I gotta spawn with Mook, cause y'all niggas ain't it. It's different up here. Big capital. I'm going. Jones.
One man army, that's how I'm feeling lately. Friends switching up the pen, I'm picking up more often. I never grow up, I'm still writing in the margins. I know my fam wanna see me succeed. I know I'm kinda bad when calling back when you need me. Just know I'm working on it. These days my age doing it for the moment. Not to make it last, I think it's kinda sad. I tussle between it. Rappers making garbage, watch it come out gold. Made me think about my music like I need to be on that. Matter of fact, bring it back to the basics. Mic in a speaker. Swear 2 years ago, niggas didn't believe us. Now I made them to believers. Look, when things get tight, the more better I write. Current classic, nothing better than your imagination. Give me a rapper, assassinate him and take his place. Trying to do what's right. By any means, trying to live my life. This what I feel is right. Gotta take my time so I can see that light. Trying to do what's right. By any means, trying to live my life. This what I feel is right. Gotta take my time so I can see that light. Kid on greatness in the making. I'm only getting better. Tired of waiting on artists claiming to help me get better. Boosting up my confidence without no effort. Please, I've been let down. Hopes up, I'm back now. Let's get down, never forget about my roots. Atlanta where I'm at, Chicago where my heart's at. All around the world where I wanna be, gonna see. Cause every day I dream to fly overseas. Look at me, talking about the future. I visualize the questions people gonna throw at me. Premeditation, I'm thank you for your patience. I've been thinking about music, but I couldn't make it. If I flop, I might fail. If it drop, I might build. I got my fans, so I know they will rock with it regardless until the end of time. That's why I gotta keep my head up high. Trying to do what's right. By any means, trying to live my life. This what I feel is right. Gotta take my time so I can see that light. trying to do what's right. By any means, trying to live my life. This what I feel is right. Gotta take my time so I can see that light.
What's up with the music, man?
Man, working on some new stuff.
Okay, how's the process going right now?
It's good right now. You know, I got a lot of things to get off my chest.
Okay, one of the things I say is, make sure you express you and don't compromise the dance for nobody. That's one of the biggest things. Stand on your own two like a man.
Right.
Okay, this is the biggest thing. When never try and search for the words you want to say. Just say what you feel. You know what I'm saying? That's a lot of times everybody want to be perfect, but we're not perfect. You know what I'm saying? Nobody is. So, for what people think, what they want you to say, say what you feel. I mean, sometimes I can never tell you how you feel is wrong, because that's how you feel. You know what I'm saying? I'm always going to be unapologetically black. You know what I'm saying? So if I choose to crack some eggs or hurt some feelings along the way, so be it. But I'm being true to me. So, with your music, just be true to you. And out of that, all doors are open for you.
Another day, another dollar in this motherfucker. Make you scream, wanna holler in this motherfucker. Nigga work with a dog collar. How the fuck I'm supposed to raise from the ghetto if the pay little? Every man that I know got a plan. Every man that I know work for the man. Speak for me and breathe air you breathe. So I know I got something to achieve. In the mind of a state, give a fuck on what it take. I'm a millionaire, billionaire. See you when I get there. For now, let's grind in the ghetto state of mind. Put the pedal to the floor, I got a steep hill to climb. That money on my mind. Gamble everything of mine. Rather be broke than to live with a yoke. Nowadays, people slave for a little bit of hope. Guess I better ball hard, spit a bar, sell dope. Excuse me, Mr. Officer. What it take for my hands to drop? Why to stop? What we here for? You know the answer. Cause I'm black with a hat and a nice car. Excuse me, Mr. Officer. What it take for my hands to drop? Why to stop? What we here for? You know the answer. Whoa, wait, you're making a mistake. Another day, another dollar in this motherfucker. Make you scream, wanna holler in this motherfucker. What it take for a real nigga get a break? Made a contribution, fuck retribution. Laid a foundation, still motherfucker hate. Rather see a nigga broken, see him elevate. Know if you made it through, now contemplate what I'm here for. Appearance of the Jim Crow, probably just mockery, jokes and hypocrisy. Take a stand and the folks on top of me. Call a guard, come fast with security. They pounce hard and wanna press charge. Made a little progress and I'm still under stress, saw a little bit of change. But the attitude the same, like I'm back in the hood with a Glock and I'm good. Sabotage myself, I don't need no help. Excuse me, Mr. Officer. What it take for my hands to drop? Why to stop? What we here for? You know the answer. Cause I'm black with a hat and a nice car. Excuse me, Mr. Officer. What it take for my hands to drop? Why to stop? What we here for? You know the answer. Whoa, wait, you're making a mistake. Another day, another dollar in this motherfucker. Make you scream, wanna holler in this motherfucker. Give me that right on the backside, in the limelight. This my time, right? Should I see through it? Put heat to it. Let the time pass, never speak to it. Who would I be? To stay silent is calamity. So I came to speak. Got a million man strong with a right to bear arms. All it take is the song. Play the shit in a song. Super grip on my phone. Got the video and drone. Catch a glimpse of the ruckus is the movement and push. Nigga tired of being pushed. Now police in the streets with the riot getting heat. Rubber bullets in the shield just to make us know the feel. One shot, one kill. Nigga dead in the street cause the bullet was for real. Excuse me, Mr. Officer. What it take for my hands to drop? Why to stop? What we here for? You know the answer. Cause I'm black with a hat and a nice car. Excuse me, Mr. Officer. What it take for my hands to drop? Why to stop? What we here for? You know the answer. Whoa, wait, you're making a mistake.
Fuck going on, there's a whole lot of ice shit going on.
Gang, man, gang. 20 gang, 20 gang. If it ain't 20 gang, it ain't nothing.
Underdogs winning. What the fuck they talking? Hey, the underdogs
gang,
winning.
Ain't winning, man.
Underdogs winning.
Ooh, it's true. Gas all I smoke, backwoods what I roll. 45 my side, devil want my soul. Bad bitch in the ride, go wherever I go, do whatever I want. She don't never say no. Gas all I smoke, backwoods what I roll. 45 on my side, devil want my soul. Bad bitch in the ride, go wherever I go, do whatever I want. She don't never say no. I get fly for no reason, never I commit treason. Fuck the bitch that I'm leaving. Already I'm bleeding. Ooh, dropped out, I ain't staying in school. Make mines, had to break the rules. Fast cars and fancy jewels. Front on me, you gon' make the news. That's bad for show that. Just letting you know that. I be low where your hoe at. Show me where the dough at. I roll around, I hold it down to the ground. I run the town. Go 100 miles, got 100 styles. Be running wild while the money pile. Gas all I smoke. Backwoods what I roll. 45 my side. Devil want my soul. Bad bitch in the ride. Go wherever I go. Do whatever I want. She don't never say no. Gas all I smoke. Backwoods what I roll. 45 on my side. Devil want my soul. Bad bitch in the ride. Go wherever I go. Do whatever I want. She don't never say no. I'm sourced up, I'm dripping. I'm bossed up, I'm pimping. I'm double cupping, I'm sipping. Them niggas hating and tripping. I'm taking all of they bitches. I'm making all of my riches. I handle all of my business. Then peel off with the quickness. Lord, can I get a witness? Buy everything expensive. It's food store for them dishes. Be careful with your wishes. You never know how far I go. Hold tight, won't let it go. No one else got a better flow. Get better, and better. Gas all I smoke. Backwoods what I roll. 45 my side. Devil want my soul. Bad bitch in the ride. Go wherever I go. Do whatever I want. She don't ever say no. Gas all I smoke. Backwoods what I roll. 45 on my side. Devil want my soul. Bad bitch in the ride. Go wherever I go. Do whatever I want. She don't ever say no.
Easy now, no need to go down. Broke that one, that is how we frown. Easy now, no need to go down. Broke that one, that is how we frown. Easy now, no need to go down. Broke that one, that is how we frown. Easy now, no need to go down. Broke that one, that is how we frown. Easy now, no need to go down. Broke that one, that is how we frown. Easy now, no need to go down. Broke that one, that is how we frown. Easy now, no need to go down. Broke that one, that is how we frown. Easy now, no need to go down. Broke that one, that is how we frown.
This where we from, where the love, the people, the music, we all come as one. What have you done? Folks, they just talking like they are just bosses or something. I got problems day to day, my people dying. Got my family watching, any haters writing. Just realize I'm in a better place. Gonna write it out till I'm finished, man, and that's work. Niggas now talking like they gonna do it bigger. Hey, you lady in the back, now they hurt. Dog, look at that. Try to blow up a cell while she all on T. Wait, I've been on the grind, so it's all on me. What's the steez? People try, but they can't complete. I be damned if I ain't the one that can't complete. Cause I came from a place where the bombs to see. Real talk. Nothing can stop me. Boy, what are you doing? The game is so clueless. Where's that new? Where's that Tito? I had to take a break for a few. I thought I had lost it. Found my passion, found a girl, break my heart. Swear to God, when I start realizing I'm a beast with it. Everybody gonna eat with me, go down, have a feast with me. For my day one, 8 ones. Pretty girls don't care what people think. On the news, people dying on day to day. Mess around, be a shirt or a poster. So I don't got time now. Be playing with it. Wanna be ravaged, yeah, I'm on now. What you thought now? I can't do it like that, you a lame. Got all this game and I still ain't the same where I came from.
Yo, while you was on the couch with your ass out, I was in the trap house getting bags out. Nigga ass shot a veil about the last house. My brother Reese walked in, nigga passed out, telling me I need to chill what I'm doing. You can get the fuck out if you don't feel what I'm doing. I seen a couple niggas make a meal what I'm doing. You're right, I probably need to chill what I'm doing, but I won't. Look at Machiavelli, baby, he be out of sight. Say a lot of dumb shit, I do not write. Yeah, I beat women, but I am not Ike. My friends shoot niggas, baby, we do not fight. My young nigga chill with a stick. Ever since he seen his homie get killed with a blick. Niggas came up bad, we are still hitting lick. Nigga damn.
What is going on?
I'd rather get money for
Let me get set up.
Bitch. If the nigga
Y'all jam out.
Deal, he'll snitch. Everybody treat you like you real when you rich.
Sunday.
Uncle Phil when he pissed. My nigga hit me up, he got a plug on the Larry.
1 second.
I be on the
Y'all rock out.
like I'm Jerry.
Y'all rock out. I'm enjoying Sunday. Oh man. Hey, we doing it big, man.
No money, nigga, hand me that block. I was in a
yeah, it's one of those.
Got shot. I was in the third grade.
One of those. How is everybody doing? Thank you for tuning in. Go ahead, share the content, please. Please share the content for me. If you're stopping by, hit the like. You know how we do.
Sitting on the bed while my girlfriend.
Ghost, what up? I see you out there, Ghost.
While you was on the couch,
I see you.
I was in the trap
Chelsea's way. Shane, did you know? Joe, Chris.
Nigga passed out, telling me I need to chill what I'm doing. You can get the fuck out if you don't feel what I'm doing. I seen a couple niggas make a meal what I'm doing.
Yeah,
right.
Okay.
I probably need to chill what I'm doing, but I won't.
Bam. How is everybody doing today? Sound check. Can you guys tell me if the sound's okay? I'm going to get the chat up so everybody can see the chat. Okay. I want everybody else to be able to participate. You understand? How is everybody doing? Yes, it is going to be a great show. Lovely show. Oh, my goodness. I got to log in. Really? Really? Are we going to do this right now? Hold up. If I got it. Okay. Please tell me I'm going to mess this up. You already know when you're drinking and you're typing in logins. Yes, I don't care. I got mine super secure. Okay. Let's see. Oh, cars. Here we go. I'm feeding the machine. This is what happens when you feed the machine. So don't be mad, Nick, when computers take over the world. Well, guess what? You're telling them what every damn thing is. Okay, no more cars. Come on. Please select. Where's the cars? Okay, I'm tripping. Yeah, I am a little drunk. Okay, there we go. Bam. Can we get on? Log in. Bless. The chat is up. Let's go. What is going on? Everybody, can I see some names in there? Please type in the chat. Warm it up. I see my man Joe was there. Yo, if you're on the Facebook page, do me a favor and share the content. We've been growing like crazy. Y'all got to keep it moving with me. Okay. My man Joe, coming in the crunch time.
Can you dig it, sucker?
I can dig it, Joe. Joe coming in the crunch time. Shane in the crunch time. Ghost in the crunch time. All y'all. Cheers, man. Let's go ahead and get the shot. We're going to talk to the show. Let's get the images straight. Okay. Bam. Oh, man. Hold on. Let's get some sounds for this. I know I got one. Oh, say it ain't so, man. We going to do this. We're going to talk about it, and we going to go ham. Because they're trying to do my man Gary Bowser dirty. This is wrong, man. I'm telling you, I'm the only one out here standing up for Gary Bowser. I remember when everybody saying, oh, he's such an asshole. I can't stand him. I'm up here representing. All right. Gary, shout out to you. Okay, let's put this up on screen. Bam! Yes, you see it. Okay, and we're going to talk more about the image on the screen, which is the so-called location where Gary Bowser lived in the Dominican Republic. Damn. Now we look at the date. It says 2020 in August. Okay, they was all in the crib. It looked like a video they playing on Windows Media Player or Windows 10 or some shit. Okay? Believe me, they was all in the crib. But this is the so-called house of Gary Bowser. Damn. Y'all, I want to say this. And this is true life shit. And we're going to break down what this article, Vice, they wrote a great article. Shout out to that guy. Okay. Great article of breaking down everything. Not just what he's getting locked up for and all this other stuff. The realness behind it. And the realness behind it is that Gary Bowser is not this so-called Kingpin, they're trying to paint out. It's been shown now he's not this kingpin. But when it comes to people that got caught, his ass was the first. Okay? Max, I don't know. I'm not sure what happened. I'm sure Max is on Instagram posting in all types of places. Shane, you'll probably see him out there in Australia soon. Okay. Max gets around. And then you got Chen, number 3. Okay. Can't get to 2, my man Gary Bowser gets held up. Last time we talked, which was 2 weeks ago. I didn't do it last week, Super Bowl. Y'all know how I go. Right now, NBA All-Star Game is going on. Y'all know how I like basketball too. Okay? But the show's important. I can't do it twice. Super Bowl is like, that. Okay? Gary Bowser literally has been sentenced. This is not no facing. This is not no possibly. It is official. The judge has sentenced Gary to 40 months in a federal prison.
Can you dig it, sucker?
Yo, cheers to Gary, man. Everybody get your cups. Cheers up. You know what I mean? I see my man Shane. Max is, Shane, he got it. Hey, you better watch out, though. Wow. I'm drinking straight Patron. I'm crazy. I don't know why I bust out the Patron. I felt like it was that type of day. Chase it down with an energy drink. So, I want to go ahead and pull up the article. My man Gary Bowser not only is facing 40 months, but he's facing this article where they're showing, hey, this man Gary Bowser is not what you think he is. This is the place he lived. Now, I do think it is wrong to show the man's home. If that is his home, I don't know. I always believe everything at face value. If this is Gary's home, then it's Gary's home. Gary don't have to be living lavish. Don't matter to me. But one thing I will say is that Gary would not be living like that if he had a lot of money. We could probably all say that strongly. It looks like a small apartment in Dominican Republic. I'm not from the Dominican Republic, never been there. I don't know how much they charge for apartments. I don't know the living lifestyle out there. Maybe you can be rich and this is normal. Okay, but this was something in this Vice article that was pointed out. And it actually broke down a lot of stuff. Okay, so let's go ahead and pull up the Vice article first. I want to do that. And we'll go ahead and go over that because I don't want to leave you guys out. Hold on, let's see if I got these buttons going. Here we go. Bam. Let's try. Oh, man. See, I just got my folder there, guys. Hold on. Here we go. Okay. Damn, my mom messed up, man. Y'all got to excuse me, okay? I'm drinking Patron. I mean, what do you expect? You got a guy manning a ship drinking Patron. Are you crazy? Okay. Bam. There we go. Now, Joseph Cox. Yo, hold up. My man Joseph Cox. You getting some, I hate to say your last name, but you're getting a bomb. This article, sir, it's about time. You know what? I get tired of seeing the same headlines. Gary Bowser locked up. That's it. You know what I mean? Hey, is this what's going on? Hey, he's locked up again. Hey, Nintendo punishing through. Man, I'm going to tell you, this is well written. I'm not going to go through reading this whole thing, but there is certain pieces of this article I do want to go over. Okay, we'll start. The brightest part of Gary Bowser's tiny apartment is the lime green walls. He dropped the bomb. You won already. I got the point. Okay, I got the point. You just gonna go ahead and shout out the man lime green walls. I see the sink, the stove, everything. I see the lineup. Okay, yes. Might not be a big kitchen. Might not be lavish, but many people can make that work. Okay. Beyond that, his home in the Dominican Republic is incredibly sparse, with a fridge and cabinets in one room next to a desk with his computer. The kitchen has a stove, an oven, one large bottle of water, and a blue sofa with speckled cushions. Damn. That's it.
Can you dig it, sucker?
That's it. Now, they go through multiple things in this piece, but what I found very interesting is the lawyer's defense into what Gary Bowser was, what he really had going on. It wasn't just Gary Bowser, oh, they caught me and so this. So we're going to talk about that. Now, in 2020, the Department of Justice, yes, Gary Bowser is locked up in a federal prison. Damn. Oh, shit. I don't know what sound to get to that. You know, that's real. Hold up. These sound of gunshots. Woo. Damn, I'm turning it up louder. How? Okay. Those gunshots just rock my damn eardrum. I'm not at the shooting range, okay? But the DOJ also charged Yanning Chen, who oversaw the management of a manufacturing and distribution company dubbed China Distrib, okay? But they charged Bowser and Max, who led Executor by recruiting investors and exploit developers, as well as establishing Executor's manufacturer with resellers around the world. So they kind of put Max and Bowser together on the same thing, okay? Well, Max and Bowser are like, yo, they boys, okay? They're cool. They're going into this together. Chen has the China Connect. He the Connect, okay? He the plug. That's what we call it. My man Chen was the plug. All right, he had the spot where you could post everything up, you could make everything, ship everything, low prices, everything. My man Chen, pow, he got it popping. So Max and Gary, they think are pretty much saying made that connection happen. Now, chat, am I wrong on any of this? Let me get the chat up because I don't want to be missing nothing. Okay, Dead Specimen, yo, I gotta holler at my man, Dr. Specimen. Okay, we gotta talk. But although prosecutors describe Executor as one of the most prolific video game hacking groups, I don't think the prosecutors were wrong. I must say they're prolific. When I think of video game and hacking, I can go way back. But when you talk about hacking and the history of modding systems, you have to mention Team Executor. I think we all can agree on that. Everybody can agree on that. Okay? So, Bowser also administered a website called rom-bank.com, which contained illegal copies of over 10,000 video games.
Can you dig it, sucker?
So I'm gonna ask y'all something. Do y'all think that Bowser knew everything that was going on with these games? Do you think Bowser put these games up because maybe he wasn't making that much money in the whole deal? That would make sense. Okay, maybe. Hey, maybe the Connect and all that Max told me we're going to be making money. I ain't making big bank. Shit, I got to figure out some way to make some real cash. So I start posting up, games. I got a server. I charge a price. Now, that's allegedly. I'm going to say all this allegedly. Okay? But, that's what's going on. So now, his lawyers, Michael Filopovic, okay, which, by the way, I got to holler at one of these lawyers. Okay, don't think I'm not going to reach out. Okay, this is a follow-up story coming from MoFam. Okay, but Christopher Sanders as well wrote in a court filing that Mr. Bowser was used by Max Lorne. If that's how you say his name. Damn, he was used. Now, I'm going to ask you guys for a second, just with that. Let's finish it up and explain that Bowser lived a simple life in the little apartment and did not make much money from the enterprise. Who thinks that's true? Who thinks that's true? And you know what? I'm going to be honest. I can see that. I can totally see that. I don't really doubt. I can't say how much, but it makes total sense to me. Oh, I'm not going to say being used by, Max. I'm not going to go that far, okay? Because I don't know how every man for himself, okay? I don't know that. But what I will say is it does make sense that he had a simple life. He wasn't living lavish. I don't want to spill too much, okay? Because I ain't out here snitching, okay? Game is to be sold, not to be told. I'm just going to say this. My man Max, I've seen, he got an IG. You can go and look it up. My man is out there. He's traveling. He's posting frequently. My man's in great shape. My man's out there living a great life, man. I look at it and go, damn. Whew. So I'm not even going to say nothing about Max. Max, do your thug dizzle. But I can't say maybe Gary was not making the money. I can't agree on that. I just want to go ahead and put that out there. Unlike other unindicted conspirators, Bowser was not part of Lorne's social life, which included lavish vacations and parties. I don't know about the parties, okay? I don't know about the parties. But lavish life. My man had a lavish life. You can look at the Instagram, follow up. My man has a beautiful life. My man's life is gorgeous. Shit. Max, holla at your boy. Okay. But entering photos of his apartment as evidence. Okay. Damn. Photos of his apartment as evidence. So that picture that we just saw was presented as evidence in court to show the judge that if Gary Bowser was living like this, there's no way in hell y'all charging my man $4.5 million and then some more, thinking this man was bringing in bank and he's being punished for crimes that other people should be also facing some of them charges. Talk your ish, lawyers. Talk it. That's what you're supposed to do. I agree. Okay, Gary Bowser is on the front. Now, I'm going to just give y'all the other side. Okay. Gary Bowser's done. He's done. If Gary Bowser steps outside, right? Hold up, I'm gonna tell y'all something. Let's say I'm just a regular dude. I work at Dollar General. I'm the manager at Dollar General. Hey, somebody comes through. Gary Bowser. First off, Bowser. When I hear Bowser, it's gonna tick off the name Mario. Then I'm gonna think Gary Bowser. That sounds for Gary Bowser. My man's forever ruined, even at Dollar General. Come on. Okay. Now, while Executor generated tens of millions of dollars of proceeds, yo, they be killing with that tens of millions. Do we think from Xbox 360 era or Xbox era, because they actually went back from Xbox, okay, the Matrix mod chips, do we think they make tens of millions? As well seen. They're shipping, if you're shipping worldwide, it's possible. It's possible. Bowser was paid $500 to $1,000 a month over the course of 7 years. Now that I think it's some bullshit. I do believe Bowser probably got paid $500 to $1,000 a month. Probably for a website. Probably two. Who knows? We don't know. But $500 to $1,000 a month, I do not believe he was trying to live off that. But that picture, if you present it to a judge and say, this is how much he's getting paid, I don't know if they're able to provide any type of statements to show those payments of $500 and $1,000. But, regardless, still doesn't matter. He's charged $40. They didn't even give a shit. It was like, this is national news. We need to put a stamp in somebody's ass. And Gary Bowser's got a nice one. So, like I mentioned, I'm not going to go through the whole article as we can go on and on. But this is a photo of Bowser's home entered as evidence in the criminal defense case. As you can see right there. Yo, man. I'm just going to say this. My man Bowser, when you get out, Bowser, if you need to, holla at me, man. I'm about to pour another shot, man. If you need me to go ahead and do a GoFundMe, holla at your boy. If you need me to do anything, man, because I remember when I spoke to you, you was cool with me, man. You never had a problem with me. You've been as nice as you can be. Okay? Everybody. I've spoke to everybody. I really had I probably had like one or two. Okay? I ain't gonna front. I had like one or two. But, shout out to my man, Gary Bowser. Like I said, I don't want to be on this all day. Let's go ahead and switch. I can't. I'm starting to shed a tear. But I just want to say this before we, we're going to move on. Gary Bowser is locked up for 40 months in a federal prison. Guys, let me tell you something about prison. I know. Who the hell are you, Nick Moses 05? What do you know about prison? Well, guess what? I get on here to tell the fucking truth. I don't care about none of that other side-ish that you're talking about. I have seen that side, not a federal prison. I can only imagine a federal damn prison. I can only imagine for Gary. Yo, one thing is, it's scared to be by yourself in the world, but it's scary as shit to be somewhere by yourself and be the minority. It's scary. And I can see, I've been in there. I'm going to give y'all a story. I shouldn't even be telling this because I feel like I'm slick snitching. But this is no lie. I got to confess, I'm giving my life. Hernando, Mississippi. I was actually in there, in the system. It's a county jail. Now, I was in there for a failure to appear. No, I take that back. I was in there. The failure to appear kind of was started. But I was in there for jumping bond. For those who do not know what jumping bond is when you bond yourself out, okay, and you tell the bail bondsman, I'm going to pay you back such and such, okay? I go to Hernando, Mississippi. So, first time in there, open the door, it is 50 bunks of grown-ass men, and there are people sleeping on the floor, which means overcrowded, right? Yo, if I could only tell you the things I seen, okay, I'm not gonna go through it all. We went through like 4 shakedowns. I've seen folks literally I've seen folks come in 5 minutes, get their ass beat and walked out. 5 minutes. I am not joking. And his buddy came in 5 minutes later, said, well, my boy, they said they whooped his ass. Go out there. I'm not playing. It is real. So I think about Gary Bowser. I've seen the pictures of Gary Bowser. Now, Gary, get you a crew, get you some friends, okay? Hang with those guys tough. Fight for those guys. Ride for those guys, okay? Because eventually they're not going to leave you in solitary forever. Act crazy. Shit, Gary. Just, you know what, Gary? Don't wash your ass. Don't do nothing. Don't talk to nobody. Just act crazy. Sit in solitary, okay? If it was up to me. Okay, that's what I do. But shout out to my man, Gary Bowser. Now, off of Gary, I just want to say on a side note, because I could be on Gary all day. That's my dog. I don't care what nobody say. Shots to Gary, okay? But this shot, I'm about to tear somebody a new asshole. By the way, I hate Patron. Nintendo! What are you doing? You had to nerve to put out a statement thanking the government for pursuing them? Damn! How thirsty are you, Nintendo? Yo, Nintendo, you got to be super thirsty to be like, oh, thank you so much for pursuing Gary Bowser. We like the way you handled that case. We'll bring you more and work in tandem. Hell, we'll just lock up the whole damn system. Nintendo, which, by the way, we will get to later because I have more to talk about with the stores closing. So I'm not even going to fully rate Nintendo's ass yet. Okay. But Nintendo, you have pursued everyone. Shout out to a couple I know right now that install mod chips. Shout out to them. They know who they are. They watch. Okay? I speak to them all the time. They got to be under wraps. You know why? Nintendo was sending cease and desist letters directly to them. They like, how the hell? Installers, don't be selling the chip. It's pressure. Pressure. Woo. Woo. Gosh, it's pressure. They're putting it on. And I will say Nintendo does not care. They don't care about saving games for you guys. We'll talk about that later. They don't care about nothing. Nintendo plays by their own rules. And if you don't believe me, check the history. Okay? Nintendo's been playing by their own rules since they first came out. Hey, you want to bring a game here? We don't like it. Change this, change that. Nah. Okay, we like it now. It's ours. That's the way it worked. You just had to work with them. And thank God we had competition. That's why competition is a beautiful thing. I don't ever get mad at competition. Okay, we had Sega Genesis. We had other systems to compete to bring out the best in other systems. Not mad at competition. Okay, but Nintendo, you had the nerve to thank the federal government for pursuing. It's bad enough we hate you for all the things you do. Okay, we love your games. I'm sorry, Mario. Oh, you're the best. Mario, we've been boys since way back. Ajax, Flapjacks, Crack Sacks, all that. But the way Nintendo does business is very samurai-ish. It's cutthroat. They don't care. They don't take no name. As a matter of fact, when we talk about all the acquisitions with Xbox and Sony, they don't give a shit. They don't care. They know Mario can live forever. God. Okay, so let's go ahead. I'm gonna actually see if I can pull up the actual statement that they thanked them. How do you thank them? How do you thank the government? We already hate you. You know what? It's what I expect Nintendo. So let's go ahead. I'm gonna find this. There we go. Let's pull this up on screen. Hold up, I got my button set. Let's go. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Got my button set. Hey, Andrea Mitchell, I see you out there. Hold, Drunken Monk. Let me go ahead. I'm gonna read some of the comments. I'm tripping, y'all. Let me get. I see. Ooh, what's that? Chaos? No, but let me go through some of the comments. I ain't read too. Chen is the man. Okay, Andrea, I see you out there. Let's go through a couple. Chen is the man. Now I will say this, Andrea. The thing about Chen is through this whole entire thing, Chen has not been caught, seen. We have not done anything. Hell, for all we know, Chen is living life is like it's golden. You know what I mean? So I might be with you. Chen is the plug. I believe Chen is the plug. Okay. What's your favorite crypto and why? Come on, man. There's too many cryptos out there. I don't really have a favorite. I dump your money in the ones you think that are going to go. If it starts tanking, pull your shit and put it in another. That's the way crypto goes. You can't really have a favorite. Okay. And that's a shout out to my man, Save Ethereum. I know my man. You was going to say Ethereum anyway. Okay. What are you trying to do? Okay. My man, Shane. Gary helped you out. Drop a bomb. That's what Gary's doing. He's out there saving the world one soul at a time. Now, this is a big one, but I'm going to go ahead and read it out, guys. Okay. The DOJ looks like idiots from this. They tried going after a hacking empire, got the guy that was mostly just reporting on everything, and everyone else is still sticking around. However, since Gary pleaded guilty, there's no arguing facts. Nothing the prosecution presented needs to be cross-examined and proven, just like the defense. Gary is a great guy. Pluck the Dominican for nabbing him, and pluck the DOJ for having a tantrum and over-sentencing because Nintendo was leaning on them. Now, let's read this statement here. Nintendo appreciates the hard work and tireless efforts of our federal prosecutors and law enforcement agencies to curb illegal activities on a global scale that cause serious harm to Nintendo and the video game industry. Oh my God. Oh, okay. Yo, my man, Gary, look at that. Gary got me unbanned. Let's put some more Gary stuff. I like that. Okay. In particular, Nintendo would like to thank the Federal Bureau of Investigation. That's the goddamn FBI, if you don't know. Homeland Security investigations of the Department of Homeland Security, the U.S. Attorney's Office for the Western District of Washington, the U.S. Department of Justice Computer Crime and Intellectual Property Section, and the Justice Department's Office of Internal Affairs, or whatever. Everybody! They thanked every damn body! Nintendo, who you didn't thank? Shit! You thank everything. Thank everybody. Thank your asshole. Thank your asshole. Can I lick yours? Can I lick yours? What the hell? Like, my God. Are you that thirsty to prove your track? Look, I'm going to tell y'all something. Piracy has been a thing. We all know it's been a thing. Okay? It's been around. Shh. You go some other places, it's even worse. Okay? I buy games. Believe me, I purchase games. I don't really pirate any. I really don't. Okay. You can get a lower sentence for a violent crime. The justice system favors big corporations who have money with big lawyers. This is true. This is how it's always been in the court system. I would just like to say, and before we move on, because we do got to get to the next subject, but I will say this. This is one thing I want to tell everybody about the court systems. He is absolutely correct. You can have a violent crime and get less time than possibly what Gary got. It's true. Gary, now I will say this. We harp on the time, but believe me, Gary will be fine, man. Nothing will happen with Gary. Gary will come out. We'll speak to Gary. Gary will come back and watch these and be like, yo, dude, thank you. You know what I mean? For speaking up. When nobody else was talking, they was just trashing me. And I don't really consider this even speaking up. I just consider this me actually speaking with him before. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know any of this. He might have been in the Dominican Republic and you know what's behind me. Shit, it might have been a water bottle empty. You know what I mean? Ain't no change in there. I don't know, man. You know what I mean? It might have been metal bar. They might be trying to break in all the time. I don't know. But one thing I do know is Gary was cool with me. I didn't when I spoke with Gary, I didn't think that image that I seen, but I didn't think Gary was traveling the world either. Okay, so Nintendo, get your thirsty asses out of here, man. We don't care that you're thanking the FBI. Like you're that thirsty. We already know you gave all the information. You had your people seeking and got it. We know that. That was why the whole case was started, man. Come on, we're not dumb. We don't even got to go through you thanking them. You're thanking them afterwards. What the hell type of stuff is that? Now, I will say, I believe we should be paying for games. I do think every game now with digital now being a new thing, I think every single game should have an hour playtime as a trial. It should be every single game. If you want to stop piracy, okay, you want to stop piracy, make every single game available from old to new to everything on servers and put at least an hour trial time unless you got to sign up for some damn subscription service. And that's what y'all doing all the time right now. That's all y'all doing. So that's just my opinion. I'm not going to go rant too long, but Gary Bowser, we wish you the best. I would like to find information. If anybody knows, I'm going to look up that information to actually possibly write Gary. I would hope people could write. That would be nice. That's one thing I could tell you people who are in jail love. They love letters, okay? Because that's communication to the outside world. You know, be able to write Gary. Imagine all of us just writing Gary, okay? Talking with Gary. Hey, what's up, Gary? When you get out, we're going to do this whole thing. Who knows? Okay? But anyway, let's go ahead. I ain't going to hold up too much. Okay, let's see. I've been screwing this up. I'm drinking Patron. I'm already feeling it. I'm going to be honest. I have a feeling when I change this picture, I'm going to screw it all up. But let's go ahead and do it. Oh! Yo, I'm about to run off. This is a very happy moment for me. Oh, my goodness. Hold up. Can I get a... Oh. Y'all. This is the best moment of my life. And it's all thanks to Battlefield 2042. Cheers, y'all. Hey, I might about to pour myself another shot, man. Hey, Battlefield, it was nice knowing you, man. It was nice, man. You was a good homie. You know, hey, I remember when EA, you took down my channel for like a little bit. It actually made my video come down for a Battlefield 2042 leak. You took down my stuff and look at your game. Hey, I bet you wish you can repost my shit now, don't you? Hey, they wish so bad all them videos they took down on YouTube, they can repost all that shit. Do you know how many views you were getting from leaked images? And y'all, EA, I am loving this moment. And we're going to talk about the article, y'all. We're going to talk about it. I just have to bask in this glory that I've been telling everybody. And I'm going to take just 1 minute, okay? Because everybody that watches this know how much of a Call of Duty fan boy I am. Okay? Now, I will admit, Call of Duty Vanguard been slipping, okay? But the difference is the developers said we brucked up. That's it. We messed up. It was our fault. You know what I'm saying? We take that. Okay? I feel them. We take that. I take that. But not Battlefield. Not EA. No, EA said we can't take that. EA somehow seems to find a way to place blame on another game. Well, guess what I'm here to do? Bring your ass over here, EA. Don't you do that. You're not escaping. I'm going to give you multiple things. First of all, everybody that was posting leaked footage of your game, you were literally getting them banned. That is one strike. Your ass deserves your game being trash. Okay, I'm just going to start there. Because when I was showing your leak footage as being the biggest Call of Duty fanboy, just trying to say, damn, look at all the futuristic stuff. Oh, we're going back old school. I don't know. I was just watching, and your thirsty ass couldn't wait to take down. You know how many people I know that had the stuff taken? Oh, okay. So your thirsty ass had to do that. Well, guess what? Your game came out. Everybody paid. How much was it? Oh, my goodness. Way more. Okay, way more than Call of Duty. So you're charging so much for this shitty game. I seen the game. I seen every bug. I seen it. That shit looks so boring. Okay, Roblox Go play Arsenal or Counter, whatever that is. Frontlines Assault. You will play Frontlines Assault and say this shit looks better than Battlefield 2042. I am loving my life. Now, you can't say that shit about Vanguard. You get you a peek. Now, if you say it about Vanguard, you got a trash-ass system, boy. You better admit it. Okay? You got a trash-ass system. If anybody out here say Vanguard, look, put in the chat. Put in the chat. I dare you. Okay? Because if you say Vanguard look ugly, you got a trash-ass system. That's simple as that. Your system, you got it beautiful. I got a 3060. Okay? Vanguard looks beautiful. Battlefield 2042, I don't give a damn if you got a 1050 Ti, 2060, 3060, 39. It don't even matter. And it's shit. Yo, and I'm not even to the articles. I told y'all I was going to go off. I ain't even read the articles, but I got them all. And guess what? I ain't done. I'm not done. Beyond your game being shitty and you placing blame on Halo. What the hell Halo got to do with your damn game? What the hell Halo got to do with your game? Talk to me. What the hell Halo got to do? Because I tell you this, Call of Duty don't give a damn who come out. I don't give a damn if you come out with a game. You can come out with God of War, Uncharted, Mass Effect Trilogy, every damn title there is when Call of Duty drop. We're not worried. Okay? But Battlefield, oh, well, because Halo Infinite. Take that. Okay? Take that, Battlefield. Now, besides that, I'm still going to bask in my glory because over 150,000 signatures has signed for refunds. Oh, my goodness.
Can you dig it?
I can dig it.
Sucker.
I can dig it, Tigger. I can dig it, Booker T. Oh, gosh. Yo, I'm a little tipsy, by the way. I definitely can dig it. You know why? Because when I was posting, yes, I was waiting for this moment. Thank you, Lord. When I was posting on TikTok, I could go back. I'm going to go back to those comments. And I was posting, this is why Call of Duty is going to trash Battlefield. You know what the Battlefield fanboys were saying? Oh, my gosh. Oh, you think that game's wait till we come. We got this. We got that. Look how many people playing. Is it even 200 people playing right now? Okay, so I'm going to go back and I'm going to rape all of y'all. I'm sorry, I don't want to use that word. I want to say that. I'm going to... I can't help it. I'm about to rape those comments, okay? I literally am. Now, besides that, the refunds. So many people wanted refunds. Now, this is where I honestly am going to have a change of heart for EA. I'm actually going to, instead of shitting on them like a good Call of Duty fanboy should, which I have, I think right now it's kind of hard for me to say 150,000 people signed this petition for refunds on Battlefield 2042. Let me ask you guys, do you think that's right? Because this is one thing I'm going to say. I played, what was it, Future Soldier for Call of Duty? Shout out to all you guys who played Future Soldier. Drop a bomb for you. Woo. Shitty title. Very shitty. Hey, they got their backlash. They got it coming. But guess what? It wasn't jumping the ship. And I think you Battlefield 2042 players are fake-ass fans. Yes! Most of y'all are fake-ass fans, and I'm calling it. Okay? Because if you was a real fan, you know what you would do? You would stick around. Because I guarantee you, the best of Battlefield is not to come. I think Battlefield is a game that can last for 5 years. But everybody jumped the ship because, oh, it's got some bugs. Oh, my God, the bugs make it where I can't play the game. I don't want to hear that. Okay? Cyberpunk 2077 was so bugged that people went out and downloaded the pirated versions just to get a better experience. That's what you do. You make your experience. I don't give a damn what they say. What they gonna do? Come lock you up for a pirated version when you got your damn receipt right there? Shout out my man Sage. Drop a bomb. Sage got the YouTube. I seen you out there popping too. Sage is out there. Okay. Shout out to East Coast. I always got to shout out to East Coast, man. So, you guys jumped the ship, and I want you guys, for any Battlefield fans, I want you to come forward now. I want you to just admit that you were wrong. You need to now say that Call of Duty is the better game this year. I think that's the least you can do. Because, I mean, you screwed up. You talked all that trash. You downed me. Talked all that about Call. Oh, you got hackers. Yeah, we got hackers. Okay, who cares? Your game doesn't. Your game is so damn bland. Let's go to the articles because I'm really getting pissed. Like, I'm getting so pissed, and I'm happy, but I mean, it's just so trash. Like, your game is so trash. So, let's pull this up. I want to pull up the petition part because people think it's a joke, okay? Hold up, I got my buttons. Look at this shit. Oh, my goodness, I love this. Yo, shout out to Stream Deck, man. Shout out to Stream Deck. I'm throwing my shit all over. I don't care. Patron boys in the building. More than 160,000 Battlefield 2042 players signed petition asking for money back. Zach, this wasn't a hard article for you to write. I'm gonna give you props. You write some good articles. This wasn't hard. All you had to do was put that. That was it. The end of the article. Zach, you should just end the article. You should just put a long line right there. Nothing else. Okay? But yes, more than 160,000 Battlefield 2042 players signed petition asking for money back. And I was watching this when it was at like 50,000, 75,000, 100. I said, I know they're not about to hit 150, which I believe they were aiming for 150. They hit the 150 mark and made 160. I'm sorry, but I think that petition and the strength behind it, I don't know. A lot of shit goes on with computers and all that. It does have to be checked. People are crazy. But other than that, if everything is verified and these are 160,000 legit petitions, you have to give these people their money back. Which you know what? I say this, give those people their money back, make Battlefield 2042 free to play, okay? Because now at this point, you need to trash the project. I think the way you handle marketing as well, EA, was not smart. I think you presenting the Battlefield experience like it was going to be the best right up front was the wrong decision. I do think it should have been letting players know that the beginning experience is not a full game. Similar to like a Fortnite releasing in a beta stage or something similar. Because that game cost, I think on the PlayStation 5 and the Series X, like $80 or $90. I'm sorry. $100 on a game. That shit bug free. I don't care. That's one thing I will say. If you have bugs in your game and it is a certain price point, you are held to a certain standard. Those investors put a lot of money in that. Cyberpunk faced that. I bought Cyberpunk for $10 with the steel box. Guess what? Now they just released a Series X upgrade. And I swear to you, I am playing a brand new game. That game, if you guys have not played Cyberpunk 2077 after the upgrade, oh my God. That is beautiful. So I don't know. I didn't play it when it had any of the bugs. I thank God I did it. It is a beautiful masterpiece. And this shows if you don't jump ship, Battlefield fans, you got a possibility of a great game. But y'all jump ship, sign a petition, they're going to give money back. And I promise you, if I'm one of the devs for that, you're not motivating me for shit. I'm not making you an update. You're trashing me for everything I'm doing. Get the hell out of here. I'm sorry. I'm keeping it honest. I am not giving you an update if I'm a dev for Battlefield. People are too disrespectful. People are being ignorant, calling me all types of this. It's getting personal. They sending people death threats. Yo, these devs getting death threats. I'm not lying. I will pull it up. Okay? They are getting death threats for how terrible this game is. EA was shutting down the subreddit. Like, come on, man. What are we doing? What are we doing? What are we doing? So y'all just gonna jump ship like that. Okay, let's get to it. Battlefield 2042 is having a really messy launch. That shit is an understatement. Terrible launch. You know what? I ain't even gonna get a Cyberpunk. Now, as it becomes clear that fixes for Battlefield 2042 aren't coming anytime soon. More than 150,000 players have signed a Change.org petition asking Electronic Arts to offer refunds to all players on all platforms. All players on all platforms. Yo. That's sad. That's sad. Yo, shout out my man, little Donatello, new to the channel. Yo, Donatello, I got you. I'm going to hold you down. Who was it? Joe, I see you out there. You know what I'm saying? I see you out there, Joe. But I'm going to hold you down, Donatello. But one thing I will say is this: 150,000 people signed it. How many of you are still going to play Battlefield? If you get your refund, you still got the game. They're not going to ask for the game back. That's one thing that I do feel weary about, that, you know, I'm one of those people. Now, let me pull myself back up on big screen because I might be a little weird for this and I need to know where I'm at with this. I'm one of those people that when I see somebody at Walmart or Target and they're bringing a lot of shit back and they don't got a receipt, I'm kind of weary about that. Now, the reason I'm weary about that, because I've seen the other side. I've seen people get stuff from other places and take it places. You know what I mean? And I don't know. I get real weary with that. So I feel as though Battlefield players, you really jump ship so fast that I don't think EA or the developers or anyone wants to save you or make any updates. That's why you don't do that. That's why one thing I will say is toxic as the Call of Duty fan base is, which I will admit. I played some Call of Duty games and I'm black. Shit, y'all know what I'm hearing. Okay? So as many times as I'm playing a game, I love it. I still love it. I'm in there. I'm talking my shit. Okay? Y'all jump ship way too fast. And you need to start thinking about the way you're analyzing games in today's standards. Games today, we have to realize how many games just in 2021 have been released with a lot of bugs. I think the pressure has been put on developers, which I thank God developers have started unionizing because they want to be stronger. They do not want to have to go through these strict time frames, having to put out games, because when it comes to big business and investors only want to make money. That's what a lot of people don't understand. When you see like, oh, Cyberpunk and the investors want to do this. Well, guess what the investors want? The investors go, yo, you pitched me a game. You told me if just y'all watch Shark Tank, right? Everybody here watch Shark Tank. I'm sure if you got it in other countries as well. They go in and they pitch the project. So if I pitched the project of Battlefield and investors put money into that, it's up to me to make sure these investors get their money back. And the fans have to, and I would say EA is at fault too. I'm not just going to put it all on the fans. EA is at fault too, because I do believe a lot of the marketing to Battlefield was promoted as this, oh, it's going to be this experience. Oh, gosh, stop that. Every time some game does that shit, Cyberpunk 2077, I mean, we've seen it with Duke Nukem. I love Duke Nukem. And when the game came out, that shit got a 1. Okay, which by the way, I played the whole game and I loved it. I'm just a fucking fanboy. But nonetheless, my point is these games, they have to get better over time. We're going to see that. That's going to be the new motto. I think we're going to see more games come out where it's going to be bugs. And we have to get used to the fact of waiting. Whoever played No Man's Sky and who is still playing from the day it came out to today will tell you. I'm going to just say this. There was an article just released. No Man's Sky got a huge DLC update for free. Just imagine those people who bailed on No Man's Sky when all those articles came out of how bland the game was when it was released. And I will admit, I forgot the guy's name, but he painted No Man's Sky to be this that it was not. And it hurt it. It really hurt the end goal. But right now, No Man's Sky is beautiful. It is exactly everything that everybody thought it was going to be. And Cyberpunk, I played it after the update. I don't know what everybody else experienced. It is beautiful. So Battlefield 2042, back to you. You make your game free to play right now. You don't have nothing else to do. You're pretty much done. Okay, we're gonna go into another season. If you make your game free to play, and this is what I think. I'm gonna give you guys another scenario of how EA can flip this to money. Okay, what you do is you make Battlefield 2042 free to play. Even somebody like me who hates Battlefield 2042 might just download it because I want to just see what it's about. You now allow the opportunity for someone to spend digital currency. I say even add digital currency. Hey, y'all stoop so low, you got to add digital currency. But they got to do something, right? So add digital currency. You know, you add some other things, but you now have to make your game where you're making profit in different ways because your fan base has banned you. I play Clash Royale, and it's a game that faces a lot of backlash for its updates and what it put out. But I can tell you the recent update, they actually got a lot of praise. One of the people that were the main developers left for another game. Things change. So sometimes it might just need a breath of fresh air, and I think everybody bailed too fast. So now, let's go ahead, and I want to get to something specific with Call of Duty. Look what Call of Duty devs do. I want y'all to see this. Because I'm already... I'm damn near, oh, damn, I'm changing something. See, I'm wasted. I told y'all. Y'all can't have me manning the damn ship. I'm going to crash this whole damn thing. Okay? So, Warzone devs, we fucked up. We broke it. That's what I like about Call of Duty devs. We don't give you Halo Infinite did it. We don't blame it on a pandemic when everybody's at home playing games. Don't ever say the pandemic's a reason for a game failure. That is the dumbest reason. That is the max. If I got damn COVID, I'm playing the game. That is the dumbest thing. Never say the pandemic. Okay? I have been there. Okay? There is only one thing that can stop you from playing the video game. Well, I would say two. It's either physically your hands, which means you sprained your thumb or something else, you can't move, or your head hurts so bad you can't focus. Besides that, you can play a game in every circumstance. You could be with your woman, you could be getting serviced. Oh my gosh, you could be playing the game. Your kids could be sitting there building a fort, sitting there, you could be playing the game. This a family reunion, you could be there playing the game. That is the dumbest damn excuse. Do not say the pandemic. That is, oh my goodness. Then you came back and said it wasn't the reason you got. Oh my God. They had the nerve to come back and said, no, we really didn't want to blame it on Halo Infinite. We were just putting out a state. No, you tried to place blame. EA, you are such a trash ass company. But I hope Sony buys you out. Okay, I hope Sony buys you. That way you can put Madden on Sony and you guys can have that. Okay, even though I did just download Madden 22. It is pretty. Okay. In a reported meeting between Call of Duty developers and select content creators and influencers, which, by the way, y'all didn't add me. If Infinity War was there, they would have added me. Okay. Me and Infinity War go back. Okay. The Warzone devs admitted that the free-to-play battle royale was in a bad state. That's what I'm talking about. We don't come with excuses. We don't sit here and come with excuses. It was in a bad state. It happened. Telling those in attendance that they had brucked up and that the current state of the popular online shooter was embarrassing. The devs also mentioned their intention to fix things. I ain't even got to say no more. Hold up, but I'm just read this. Today, Charlie Intel reported that during an Activision-hosted online meeting between Call of Duty devs and content creators, the team behind Warzone talked bluntly and openly about the many, many problems and issues the shooter has faced since launching in this new Pacific-themed season and map. Oh my goodness, bring me back up. This is the thing about that. They are absolutely correct. Remember what I tell y'all about transparency? That's the problem. Too many of these damn companies try to hide behind the marketing. And you know what? Hiding behind the marketing is such an old school tactic. It's an old school tactic, guys. You will find that a lot of people today actually can market better themselves than paying for advertising. If you don't believe me, if anybody doesn't believe me, if you have any type of content and you paid to have that content spread out, okay, try sharing the content for yourself. Take 1 hour and share out the content, because the amount that is being made in advertising and marketing is sick. It is ridiculous. These people are getting paid. The devs who are making the games are not really seeing the pay that the marketing team is. The sales team, the sales team get the best trips, don't they? The sales team always coming back from Florida, Hawaii, so-and-so, while the devs is in the office all the time. So I'm thank God they're unionized. But they have come forward and said, our title, we brooked up. We messed up. They were transparent about it. They actually spoke about how they're going to fix things, their goals going forward. Now, if I'm somebody that invested money, right? And somebody says, I can't pay up right now, but I'm going to tell you this. This is why I can't pay up, because this happened, but what I'm doing is this to make sure I get you this. That's all I can ask. But when you come out, and if the dude comes back to me and say, hey, I can't get you your money because, COVID had happened. Oh, you getting it right. Don't ever tell me, you better not ever. Okay? There's many people right now, Omicron that hit everybody, they mama with the drama. Okay? I don't want to hear no more. We all done probably got shit. I don't know. But anyways, enough of that. So, I just want to get to the chat. I want to make sure I'm not missing nothing. No Man's Sky. Let me shout out to Sage on that. No Man's Sky is awesome. Sage. Not only is No Man's Sky awesome, it's free to play. I'm not sure if it's free to play still. It was. If it's still free to play, great. Because the upgrade they just released is huge. And it's still going. If you're not playing and you played at the beginning, you missed out. You jumped ship too fast. I'm a Chicago Bulls fan. I'm loving it right now. I'm going to be at the game chilling, okay? Bankhead bouncing and all that. But Bulls were terrible for a long time too. Okay, I remember the Derrick Rose injuries. All right, I've been there. I was here when Jordan won and we loved everything. So we go through struggles, but right now it's a good time. You have to ride through the wave. And Battlefield 2042 fans, you should be ashamed of yourself for how fast you jump ship. Okay. And shout out my man, Lil Donatello, man. Hey, why Lil Donatello? Why you can't be Big Donatello? You know what I'm saying? But you my dog. I don't care. They better not ever call you Lil around me. You know what I'm saying? My man Sage. Okay, let me go ahead and move on. I'm just clicking buttons. All right. So let's move on to the next one. Now, y'all already seen the image. Okay. And this is going to be one hell of a ride for me. Pull up the subject. Oh, my goodness. Let's get some sounds. Wow! Let me tell y'all something, man. I'm actually going to take a shot on this because I'm about to get litty titty, okay? I don't know. I'm so wasted if I said some shit like that. That's pretty good. After your tongue getting numb, you don't give a shit. So, I seen the article. I have not even read over the article. You know why I didn't read over the article? Because they said Master Chief is going to be unmasked. Y'all, let me tell y'all something now. Okay? And this is going to sound like an old ass man. Master Chief being unmasked is the most dumbest shit y'all can do. I'm going to tell you why that's dumb on so many levels. Now, one thing that we all love is the aura of being inside of another universe. That's why this metaverse idea is going to happen, because the idea of actually having our bodies somewhere else and experiencing something that gives us this, I can't think of the name of it, but it's like is it euphoria or something that's just so beautiful that we want to stay there. I do believe we will see homeless people sitting down with VR headsets. That will happen one day, right? So, if you unmask Master Chief, if you unmask him, what you are doing is you not only are changing the brand of Halo, you are taking a risk at hurting the franchise overall. And people might say I'm going overboard. Nick, that's a hot take. I'm not going overboard. I'm going to tell you something. I remember a big thing people talking about. I'm not sure if it's Spider-Man. What superhero was it that they mentioned now has turned the superheroes gay? There was backlash about that. Superheroes being played as another race. There has been backlash against that. These things are actual things that people can relate to. But one thing I'm going to talk about that a lot of people don't relate to is putting yourself in another atmosphere. Being Master Chief is not only about being, this guy in a suit. It embodies everything of Halo. It's literally Halo. Like every time, I don't care if you talk about Halo ODST. Every time I see a guy in a suit, I think of Master Chief. I don't know who he is. That's what makes Master Chief beautiful. If you don't make something where Master Chief's helmet is not stuck on forever, you'd have messed up. Now, I remember movies like Spawn, okay? I seen Spawn take off the mask, and oh my God, it's horrific, but Spawn is from hell. Master Chief doesn't say much. But if Master Chief takes off that mask, I am telling you guys, mark my words, I don't care how the dude looks. I don't care if it's a woman. I don't care what it is. It's going to hurt the franchise because the aura of the character is what we love. It's not who's under it. It's what they're doing while they're inside of the suit. Now, from what's being said about this Halo TV show, we will be seeing Master Chief unmasked. And I would like to ask you guys, would it matter? Let's say Master Chief took off the mask. My man looking like Matthew McConaughey in his prime. All right, I don't know how. You say the names that always be, he's looking like Luke Perry back on 90210. I don't know the name. But, my man's as handsome as can be. Let's say he comes out of there and it's a woman with long dreads, beautiful brown skin. Bow! We don't know. But one thing I will say is that once you take off the mask, you are going to isolate some. Anybody can be under that suit. I can be under that suit. You can be under that suit. Anybody can be in. It could be male, female. Shit, it could be a 13-year-old boy who's just pooped like a damn man. Anybody. But the moment you take that off, you change the aura of the character. There are people right now who subconsciously love Master Chief because of the aura, that when you take it away, I promise you, they will say, Master Chief, That's just the way it is. Now, for me, I am a guy that loves the aura, and I'm going to tell you how bad I love the aura. BioShock movie, everybody's been talking about it. I am one of those people that love a BioShock movie. I remember playing BioShock, and I felt like I was living in Rapture, for real. Like I was in there, I was fighting people like, give me another one. That shit was real. That's how I want to feel. Now, again, I was playing late night. I was also probably sipping Patron, and there was nobody around. But that's how you want to feel in the game. That's the best feeling. But you know what would have hurt the game? If they showed my character. That ruined it. All they had to do is show my character. They show me, I look like some dude that's about 50 years old with bald spot back here and something else. I'm toe up. That's it. That ain't me. You know what I'm saying? I'm playing as some other dude. The aura of not you can always be that person. That's what makes it good. Why would the TV show want to unmask? Now, if you're telling me, if I'm Bungie, right, and you tell me, hey, I don't even care who. If you tell me you want to unmask Master Chief, I think you're hurting my franchise. That's almost like saying, hey, we want to put Mario in a whole nother way where his face doesn't look like Mario. You know what I'm saying? He's another dude. He's transformed into a normal person. That don't work. I'm sorry. Now, let's go ahead and get to the article because I'm smoking today. Shit. All right, here we go. Let's pull it up on screen. I got my buttons ready. Oh, damn. I ain't doing it. See, that's the article, y'all. Excuse me. There we go. All right, there we go. I told you. I'm wasting. All right. Halo TV show will unmask the Master Chief. The Master Chief has been long helmeted hero of humanity. Hero of humanity through multiple games. So you telling me when Master Chief gets unmasked, will we hear the name Hero of Humanity? Comics, books, and spinoffs, but after 20 years of hiding, his face has been confirmed at the upcoming Paramount Plus. They had to put the plug in. Okay, shout out to the plug. Paramount Plus, get your subscription ready. Okay, guys, if you don't know, this is a subscription world. That's what we're moving into. So get your trials ready. Download the privacy app. Okay, create you a temporary card and you sign up for the trial. You test it. These big corporations are not going to get these subscription dollars on us. Y'all get the privacy app and make sure to sign up for the trial. Let it take that $1. You try it out. If they want to try to do it, bam, you cut that card off. Get their ass. Okay, that's how you do it. Now, in an interview with IGN, Halo TV show executive producer in 343 Studios, head of transmedia, Kiki Wolfkill, damn, that's a fire name, confirmed that fans will see his face. Wolfkill, you're killing me. You're killing me, Wolfkill. She also explained why the helmet was coming off. It comes down to the story they are telling in the streaming show. I think we set out to tell a character story and a personal story. And once we really got into what the story was, it became clear that you really need to see the person in the armor and under the helmet. I'm sorry. I can't even read no more, Wolfkill. You didn't lost me, Wolfkill. Wolfkill, what the hell you talking about, Wolfkill? People don't want to see. Do you think I watch? Who the hell watches Halo or anything to see Master Chief take off the mask? Now, the only thing hold up. Let me get my sound straight because I'm about to go off. The only thing I watch to see the mask being taken off is Scooby-Doo. Okay? And when I watch Scooby-Doo, I can just fast forward to the end if I don't have time. I can just go, damn, baby, let's go ahead and see who it is. I told you it was him because they show him at the beginning. They always show him, baby. Okay? So I'm talking to my little girl. Okay? Now, let's go ahead. I'm going to go to the chat because I'll get to the chat, okay? So, let's see. My man say, let's point that out. Mandalorian showed his face. I guess it's going that route. I think so. I think it's going that route. Now, me, myself, kill the show in the face. You know what I mean? I do believe in keeping the aura. Like, for me, the whole thing of, and I would say, a lot of superheroes have been unmasked. Like, let's be honest. How many superheroes do we know have never been unmasked? It's not a lot. A lot of them have been unmasked. But the difference is when you talk about sci-fi, these worlds and universes are not the same. So the Halo universe does not exist. Everybody else shows their face. That's perfect. Everybody else. If I want to assume Master Chief is whatever because I met Master Chief, show me Master Chief's father, daughter, sister, mother-in-law, niece, cousin. Show me Master Chief anybody, okay? And I can make my assumptions. But when you take off the mask, at that point, I don't know. I don't know how I feel anymore. I honestly kind of feel like they lost it with this one. So that's just me. My last words before I move on, because like I said, I got to move on. I got a lot to talk about. You know what I mean? And for some reason, I'm so wasted. I turned and looked at the next category, and I thought it said Chloe and Tristan. I was saying, I'm not talking about no damn Chloe Kardashian. I'm wasted. Okay. But last piece, I think Jerry Springer, what does he call it? The last word or whatever. My last piece to say on this is that Halo, do me a favor. If you're going to unmask him, please do the unmasking very well. Do not do the unmasking where it's just some, like Sopranos where they showed the ending and it cut off and you never got the whole thing, or you show a half a face or a part of face, or it's great. Just show the face. If you're going to show it right. Do the whole scene straight. Let it go through and he take off the mask and then he talks and we get to find out who Master Chief is. But I'm telling you, when we find out who Master Chief is, what if Master Chief is a dude who looks like Quagmire, our Family Guy? Like, what would you do? You know what I'm saying? Would you love? I'm gonna be honest. I might actually love Master Chief more if it was Quagmire. You know what I'm saying? Just take off the mask and just make it Quagmire. You know what I mean? But nonetheless, shout out Halo, and we're gonna go ahead and move on. Wow, I am so wasted right now. Okay. Oh my gosh. So let's go ahead and change this caption. Bam! Ooh. So, I'm going to tell you guys this. I am one of those people that, before I jump into the subject, because I'm going to probably be trashing these people. I'm going to just be honest. I'm going to be trashing them. But one thing I will say is, even though I'm trashing them, I am a person who does the podcast. These podcasts go up. They're all over. They're on Spotify, Apple, Google Podcasts. So if you listen to it anywhere, you can listen to it in your car. If you want me, let me know. Just post some comments, do what you do. But I do believe in freedom of speech. I do believe in saying what you want to say. I do believe in, hey, don't not biting your tongue. I do believe in people being offended too easily. I believe in a lot of these things. But right now we are in a day and age where cancel culture is real. Okay? Cancel culture is a real thing. One thing that has been happening, which I have seen, recently there was someone, they went back, I think it was for the Super Bowl, for all those that, out here who watch the Super Bowl. Matthew Stafford paid some photographer or something. They said, oh, they go back and they find these racist comments from a photographer. One thing is for sure, the way it is with cancel culture, they're digging. They'll find anything. Dig with me. Dig as deep as you gonna deep, because I'm one of those people, if you ain't got it in you, you ain't got it in you. Okay? I'm just gonna keep it like that. If you ain't got it in you, you don't have it in you. So please go look back. Pull up any dirt on Nick Moses 05. Okay? You will not find any dirt on Nick Moses 05. Not me saying nothing crazy or nothing about nobody, because to me, if you're putting that on a public forum, you dumb as hell. It's just me. I'm from the era of I'll tell you what I want to tell you. I'll see you when I see you. Okay? I'm not from this whole, let me spill my guts and call them everything but a child of God. Now here on the podcast, this is what I'm doing. I'm turning up on their ass. Hell yeah, I'm going to smoke their ass on the podcast. But off the podcast, I'm not going to waste my time posting things, derogatory things about people. So this woman right here behind me, which by the way, I'm not sure how tall she is. She looks very short. Okay, she looks very short. Okay, on that pitch. I'm just going to say that. You look short. Because anytime they take the camera and go down and they go up like that, you're probably short. Tall person, they don't do that. So this woman actually has been fired from her esports team because she made a statement about men that were under 5'7" in height. She killed that dog. Now, I'm going to elaborate because that's what I'm here to do. I'm not here to sugarcoat none of this shit. We're here to talk about it. So let me ask y'all what she pretty much said, and we're going to read through the article, but I'm going to say it in the gist. She said, if you 5'7" and under, shut your mouth. Don't talk. Real men need to be at the table making the deals and laws, and you are little boys because of your height. So sit down. That's what she said. Okay? In a gist. So shout out to everybody. Okay? All my people out there who are 5'6" and under, or whatever it is. Okay? Not me, myself. I'm 5'7.5". I've been measured many times. Measure me again. Hey, I passed. Hey, girl, don't play with me. I'm at the law table. Okay, but I will say, she was trying to make a statement about men. And actually, men in China handle themselves differently than the men in America. Let me just tell y'all that. And this is coming from an American man. And I'm a black man. I don't know if y'all know, I announced that a while back. I got a lot of backlash. It was like, wow, I didn't know. No, but they actually, she said this, and it was so much backlash from this. So I would like to ask y'all, if you guys think, if a woman said this, and let's say no matter the woman, black woman, white woman, but she was an American woman, it don't matter if she's Asian, Filipino, Dominican, doesn't matter, right? Let's say she makes the same statement about men in America. Do you think she gets fired from the esports team? I don't think so. That's me. I don't think she gets fired. If she says it here in America, I don't think she gets fired at all. I actually think she does get punished because those statements are, regardless, you're going to have people who give you the backlash. I do think she would be punished, but I do not think that. Because what women would fight back with is that men have these talks all the time. And let's be honest, she has made even statements like that. Men have these talks and men don't front. Y'all been there. You know what I mean? When you're looking at, was it G2 TV? Okay, G4, excuse me. G4 classified. When you're looking at G4 TV and you got somebody sitting there looking nice, okay? And you like, oh, okay. And then you turn back and then Frosted's on there and you're going, you doing it. You part of the problem. Okay, you part of the problem. That's what she's talking about. She feels as though these men that are under a certain height do not have the authority that these men above a certain height should have. Now, to me, if you had a big brawl, and let's say you took all the guys 5'7" and above to fight all the guys 5'7" and below, I think the guys 5'7" and below would get their ass washed the hell away. But that's not the point. The point is, it's not about your height overall as a person. You have more to provide in life than just your height. The mind is a powerful thing, and there have been people who have provided some life-saving things with just their mind, regardless of their height. So, I just like to say this. This is why she was all the way off. Okay, this is why she was all the way off. But let's go ahead and let's pull up the article, because I don't want to put words in the young woman's mouth. I would like to actually pull up and see what she said. Professional Tekken player Tanukana, okay, I think that's how you pronounce it. Tanukana, I think it's, I'm giving it a shot, has been booted from Osaka-based esports team Cyclops Athlete Gaming for remarks she made about men's height during a live stream following a recent spate of far more incendiary remarks. Cyclops Athlete Gaming competes in the first-person shooters like PUBG, Call of Duty, Rainbow Six Siege, as well as fighting games like Tekken. If you guys don't know, Tekken is the threat. Okay, I love Tekken, and I'm a King and Armor King guy. So don't play against me. I'm waxing. But she has been featured in the mainstream Japanese press, including this clip from newspaper Kobe Shimbun. She was, as Kotaku's Ian Walkers previously wrote, a writer star. Now, I want to click this clip, guys. A lot of times I could face some from YouTube. So I'm going to be very weary. Okay, YouTube don't be liking that. All right, go ahead. Cut this. YouTube don't be liking me playing clips. But there is a clip here that they're referencing, right? So let's go ahead. There we go. Now, there she goes, right? That's her. Okay. Nice young woman, probably giving her apology. You know what I mean? Hey, I'm just going to tell you guys, I messed up. Shouldn't have said that about these guys 5'7" and below. You know what I mean? But in a February 15th stream, men who are under 170 centimeters don't have human rights. You said it, not me. Okay, you said it. They don't have human rights. So as far as I'm concerned, if you are under 5'7", you got little boy nuts. Don't come to the big nut table. Okay? These boys got big nuts over here. You're 5'7" and under. Get out of here, little man. I will tell you this. I got a guy that I know, and he watches the stream as well. So if you see this, I'm talking about you. Give a shit. Work with him, right? Guy is short as shit. I mean, the man is probably 5'2" on a good day. Okay, on a good day. 5'2". He talks the most shit. Okay, my man will make the biggest man want to box him. And guess what? He got heart of a lion. He will walk up to the biggest man. Excuse me, that ain't your shit. I said, oh my God. You can't fake that heart. So I don't want to ever demean anyone under 5'7". People do not understand the heart these people have. That little man complex shit is real. It will bring out the heart in the eye of a tiger and all that shit. It will bring it out. Trust me, I seen it. And this dude, you look at him and you go, man, I will suplex your ass through a table. But this dude is just so blunt with it. Like, you're not doing that. No. All right, little man. Little man's little man. But while in the West, some might interpret her remarks as a poor meme or a joke in the West. Good way to point that out. Who wrote this article? Hold on, I ain't giving you a props. Brian Ashcraft. Good catch, Brian. Okay, great catch. In Japan, it set off a firestorm online. Now, this is Japan, excuse me. I said China earlier. I do apologize. I do believe the same shit would happen in China. But nonetheless, this is in Japan. People calling it discriminatory. Obviously, you can read it literally as a remark against a group of people, but power dynamics make it a bit more complicated than saying something truly discriminatory about a protected or vulnerable class. So that comment could affect somebody. It's kind of derogatory. So if I'm someone 5'7" or under, if you're an influencer talking about people 5'7" or under, maybe there's possible that I go for a job and someone says, he's under 5'7". I didn't feel confident enough about him. I didn't feel like he'll do the job the same. Oh, he's coming in here. He can dunk. Yeah, he's a great basketball player, but I feel better with the taller guy. So those things can happen. Now, in a now deleted tweet, which, by the way, you can't see, and I did try to look at those tweets, but it was pointed out that my stream contained hate speech. She added that this was not her intention and that she poorly expressed her love of tall people. She did apologize, but it was hardly the kind of formal apology that's become expected in Japan. This made people online even more upset. Now, in Japan, let's talk about those apologies. So here, you can get the half-ass apology here. It might slide by. I'm going to tell you something. In Japan, they want your ass to sit in front of a camera. You better be sincere. They want to see your face clear. They want just neck. They don't want none of that other. And, if they want the whole body thing, they want to be able to see your body for a reason. But most of the time, they just want the neck. And they want you to sit there. They want you to apologize. They want you to be sincere. They want you to give references on where you went wrong and references on things you will do to be better. That's accountability. That is accountability. But that ain't all. That ain't all. So, the worst part of all that is that not only did she get fired from the team, another guy got fired from the team for homophobic comments. Stop it. Just stop it. I don't know why you're doing it. Let me tell you guys something. I'm going to tell you guys something. This from the bottom of my heart. Thank my mama. Shout out Mama Morris. Mama Morris, shout out to you. Okay, and I can shout out my pops. My pops a little tougher. Okay, Mama Morris put the love in me. And I will say one thing about Mama Morris. Okay, it don't matter about the person's exterior, how they look, how they do, it's all about the heart and the intentions on the inside. So I've never been one to care. I've met people from all over different lives of the world, and that's why I've been able to embrace everyone with so much love. It's very easy. But there are people who are not embracing like that. And for the gay community, okay, you got a lot of people out there homophobic, okay? And when I mean homophobic, I mean homophobic. Dude, I better not catch you in the locker room with me, okay? And I find out hey, don't be looking at me, okay? Now I'm one myself. I understand that a guy in a locker room might be gay. Weird to me. It's weird because I'm not used to that. But it's not going to stop me from changing. I'm not going to go, let me change in the locker room. He ain't making no passes at me. It's nothing different, right? I worked at a job where there was a guy who was, I would say transitioning. There we go. Okay, I'm learning. I'm growing. I'm growing as an individual. Hell yeah. Cheers to myself. I'm growing. I'm getting good with this. Man, I used to be bad. Okay, I'm learning. So a guy transitioning. Job I worked, and it was everything's cool, normal dude. But one time he went, and I was like, hey, you better cut it out. That was it. Nothing more than that. We didn't go nothing further. You just let it be known. That's it. It ain't no big problem. We can work together. We can kick it together and all that. You know what I mean? But some people are very homophobic. And this gentleman got his ass fired because he was homophobic as hell. He had so many gay slurs when they searched him up. They said, we got to fire him. We don't have a choice. If we keep him after saying all this, oh my gosh. Let's go ahead and pull this man up because we need his face to be seen. There he goes.
Can you dig it, sucker?
I can dig it. So, Osaka-based esports team, Cyclops Athlete Gaming, fired another. Canceled the contract of Tanukana. I'm gonna get it one day. I'm just drinking too much. After the history of abusive comments about a guy's height. But the team made the announcement on Twitter as of February 18th. Yes, folks, 2 days ago. Cyclops Athlete Gaming has canceled the contract of Baton Get your ass out of here. Baton, I am sorry, sir, but your contract has been officially canceled. Those homophobic comments can no longer stand, and we are trying to build a better community. No reason was given for the dismissal, and the team's management and owners have yet to speak publicly about the decision. Your ass has made it so embarrassing that the team don't even want to come out and speak. Woo, you're bad, boy. But it's assumed it's to do with some very nasty tweets the streamer had previously sent. Kotaku has reached out to Cyclops Athlete Gaming for comment and clarification, and will update this article if they hear something. Website Hanayakana. Hold on, I'm gonna get this one. Hanayakana Life reports that Baton made a number of tweets homophobic and holy shit. Ableist? Is that like, what is that? Yeah, somebody educate me. Y'all gotta put that in the chat. Slurs on repeated occasions. In Japan, the types of ableist slurs he used have been directed at disabled children as well as people with mental disabilities. Damn. My man is raw, man. That is crazy. You're not only going on, there's nothing off limits for you. Now, one thing's for sure, I'm not going at I don't even care to go at anybody. I go at you if you go at me. That's the way I do it. You know what I mean? I play by the old school, you know, eye for an eye. That's what I go by. You do it like that, I do it back at you. I don't never just lash out at people. But this website said that these were on repeated occasions. Now, he also used a slur, which they put it there, which stands for homo, which as BuzzFeed Japan previously reported, Fuji TV got called out for allowing on a beat to Takeshi comedy show back in 2017. Screenshots of these tweets began circulating in the wake of Tanukana's comments in which she said men under 170 centimeters don't have human rights. The team was asked why she was let go and he wasn't. Damn. So they dug in on him. Now, pull me back up. We don't even need to go no further. 2 people. So, guys, I'm letting you know, cancel culture is real. I won't have any dirt dug up on me. I will not. And the reason I can tell you why I cannot, because the love in my heart will not allow me to say certain things unless somebody said it to me first. Because now you said it to me first, I can say it with a smile back. You know what I mean? Kiss my ass. You know what I mean? It's just very simple if it was that way. But if you're joking and we're shooting shit, we could do that all day. So I don't understand the hate. This cancel culture has canceled 2 people, which, by the way, I do think we're coming to a point where freedom of speech, I don't care. Now, these places, you don't have the freedom of speech like the American laws. But what I'm saying is freedom of speech has never really been freedom of speech. You can never really say what you wanted to say. If you say freedom of speech, but you say, I want to go break into the White House, people take that literal. They will take that literal, even if you don't mean it as such. It's just the way it's going to get taken because you said it and it's on a public broadcast. So that's just me. So last piece for them before I'm out for them. And I'm going to go ahead and move on because, like I said, I got to get to the calls. I'm going to be tripping with y'all. But everybody out there who has a channel, shout out my man Sage. I know Sage has a channel out there. Also Red Ghost. I seen you. Yo, Red Ghost, they out there copying your channel, my dog. I seen it. They out there. Somebody else had a GTA channel trying to copy your swag. I seen it. I feel bad for you. You know what I'm saying? I'm glad you put them on blast. Okay, I thumbs up you and everything. Put their ass on blast. Copying your channel. My man Sage doing a thing. Whoever else. I know Joe puts up videos on the Facebook. Everybody, Chelsea's Way. I also know Chelsea Way put up content. Don't get twisted. I see Chelsea's Way put up content. Everybody who puts up content, okay? This is something we all have to be aware of. We all have to be aware of our job, what we're providing, what we're saying, what we're putting out, what we're doing, because we will be held to that. All these statements I put. Yo, if Gary came, I'm going to give y'all a prime example. Y'all know how I was repping Gary Bowser in the last segment. If Gary came out and there were some terrible things found out about Gary, people be looking at me and said, you was repping him. And you know what? I would have to catch fire for that. I would probably disconnect. That's just the way it is. I didn't know these things. Now that I know, things change. It's just the way it is with life. So these people have been fired. I think rightfully so. It hurts the team image by having both of you there. It's only right they fired both of your ass. So kudos to Cyclops Athlete Gaming. I think y'all did right. Fire both of their ass, no problem. We move on. Pick up 2 new members. I'm sure, hey, y'all better look. Them job openings is coming up. If you want to play a couple games, holla at Cyclops. Okay. So now let's go ahead and move on. And this is the sad one. I'm gonna go ahead and start off before I even change it. Y'all, it's official. And this quote me, I'm a little tipsy already. I'm gonna go ahead and take a shot on this because I'm about to smoke Nintendo ass. I'm gonna be super wasted. But one thing I will say is this. Nintendo, you have the nerve to close down the Wii U shop and the 3DS shop. I got to talk with you. The reason I'm pissed, and I'm pissed off about that, Nintendo, and I'm going to speak for everybody, is because I am 38 years old. Yes, I look sexy as hell. I know what y'all saying. It can't be. Yes, I am 38 years old, which means I come from a time where I was playing Atari. I was playing ColecoVision. I can't think of the other one. That's it. Intellivision, Atari, ColecoVision, Sega Master System, TurboGrafx 16. I can go on and on and on about these old systems. One thing we always talk about is archiving them. The history in these games mean a lot. And I know a lot of people might say, oh gosh, you guys are just game freaks. You want to play every game because you're junkies. Okay, give you that. We might be junkies, but I'm going to tell you the truth. Video game history deserves to be preserved. There is a start of everything. Just think about me being here, talking about video games, being a podcast. There has to be a start. There are other podcasts that had do formats, but now you can have people like me who come on here. We build an audience, MoFam, and we get on here every Sunday, and we get on here to talk our shit. Like, we are actually paving way for the future people to come. Whether we look at it like that or not, we are history. Nick Moses 05. Hell, I got a theme on Nintendo Switch. What is it? Mofoil. Okay, I'm stitched in the Nintendo Switch homebrew community. I am. Now that's because when it started, I was putting out videos for SXOS, which is, everybody knows it's Team Executor's product. But I was putting videos out, and I started putting those videos out. I grew. And through this whole entire process, I started to appreciate preserving these games. A lot of games that Nintendo has pulled, and not only has pulled, they have pulled from us with no future ability or no future plans for us to play these games in any other format. That's where the problem lies. The reason that is a problem is because if I paid for a game, I have the right to play that game forever. I do. I can play that game when I'm 38 years old. I can play that game when I'm 6. I have the right to play that game forever. Should it be that Nintendo, and I'm going to ask you guys, this is a double-edged question. I'm going to play both sides. Should it be that Nintendo should rightfully be able to host every single game they have released on any one of their consoles on a server to be able to have people access if they have ever owned the game or plan to purchase the game in the future? I'm going to be honest. I don't think so. So that's kind of weird where I fall with that. I don't think Nintendo should have to provide that. Okay? I don't think that is a lot to ask. The history and time and I understand the size of, let's say you take the entire collection of NES games. Yes, everybody probably has it on their computer right now. I can have it right now and be doing a whole stream and nobody would ever know. Like, I understand that. But it comes a point where we do have to put to rest old systems. When technology becomes newer, old technology has to be put to rest. But I do believe there should be some sort of access for archival purposes. It should always be for archival purposes. There should be someone who wants to be able to see. When I hear Metroidvania and I hear Metroid style, I want to be able to know where this came from. When I hear certain artists and I say, oh, he's an artist like this person, I can be able to search back that person, and maybe that can be something I like as well. There is history to that. There is learning lessons. These developers, the processes they went through for making some of these games are things that other developers can use today. So everything in the process of the making of a video game deserves to be archived and at least be able to be accessed. But Nintendo does not feel that same way.
Can you dig it, sucker?
Nintendo said, hell no. We pulling the damn store off. Now, granted, Nintendo has done a few other things. So I'm going to go through the article, but this is just off the top of my head. I know Nintendo said we're going to be shutting down using credit cards shortly. I won't be surprised if this is the last month or next month is the last month. Well, you'll be able to use a credit card or a debit card to purchase on Nintendo's eShop. Damn. Do you want our money, Nintendo? Do you want our money? Because, hell, I can get on the privacy app right now and create a card and give you my money. But no, you don't want that. So what does Nintendo do? They say, hey, you have to go to the store. You have to purchase a Nintendo card, and you have to then put that in to get points. Now, I will tell you, that failed already because Nintendo has also, I think it's a Nintendo wallet, where you can link your wallet and be able to transfer funds from another Nintendo wallet. They knew that was going to fail. It's no way you're going to tell people, oh, I'm getting online right now. Hey, I want to buy this game. I have to go to the store. I'll just buy it. Nintendo, what the? Oh my gosh, that was the dumbest task. Now, with that out the way, let's talk about the Wii U and the 3DS. I am one that has not played a lot of the 3DS, but my daughter has. Purchased one for my daughter. My daughter loved that system. I remember Nintendogs being one of her favorite games. There was a lot of young girls who loved playing the 3DS. I don't know if that's similar to Nintendo Switch. I don't know. I do not know. But one thing I will say is that system had my daughter hooked to the point where I said that 3DS has something else different than other systems. Okay? The Wii U. I'm going to take this second to let y'all know about the Wii U. And shout out, I'm going to just pull you up. My man Red Ghost. Yo, Ghost, pull him up. Pull him up. Install your hacks, Chi. Install your hacks, Chi. Okay? I'm going to tell y'all something. The Nintendo Wii U, to me, when it comes to homebrew and just an overall system and its capabilities, is the most slept on system of the decade. The most, and I mean that. This is not no understatement. It is the most slept on system. I'm going to tell you, I always thought what everybody else thought before I owned a Wii U. I thought, oh, what's the big hype? It's another Nintendo system. It's not the Nintendo Wii because the Wii Chucks is what made it, everything it could be. And you figure, hey, this one's going to have like a game system controller. A lot of people didn't buy into the Wii U. The marketing was terrible behind it. They never really actually had marketing. I'm going to be honest. The Wii U was just terribly presented, at least here in America. It was terribly presented, but the games on there and the power of that system was amazing. And not only that, the capability of being able to have your game portable from your TV was amazing and ahead of its time. I'm going to tell you guys, there was only one other thing that I could think of off the top of my head. When I actually used it, I thought was revolutionary. And that was the memory card for the Dreamcast. Shout out that.
Can you dig it?
Shout out the memory card for the Dreamcast. One thing about the memory card for the Dreamcast, why it was so revolutionary to me, is because when I used it, I realized games like Madden and games where you actually had to pick certain things in front of the other person where they could see the same thing you could see on screen, now is no longer happening. You can now pick those things on your memory card. So they never see. Now, again, there was other tricks they did, like holding the button and releasing it on another play and other things, like if you're playing sports games. But when you're playing co-op games back then, co-op games was all we had. We wasn't big online. So a lot of times advantages were seen by people screen watching or different things. This actually presented something where you could not cheat. The Dreamcast was revolutionary in a lot of things, but the failure in the marketing, the copyright protection, NFL 2K was a great game on the system, but it just didn't last. Wii U fell to the similar fates. Had great games. When you talk about installing hacks cheat, my man Red Ghost said it best. This system, if you have a Wii U, if you better go install CBHC, okay, Cold Boot Hacks Cheat. Go look it up now. I've installed it on my Wii U. Once you install it and you have that system fully open to you, do what you want. I ain't going to say what you want. Do what you want. Tell me how you feel about that system. Because I'm sorry, that system is a powerful system. Very good games. And you have access to that the virtual Wii. So you still have access to that Wii side. It's very underrated. And I think people are understating this system by far. Now, back on track. So Nintendo took away this, and it will be gone finally in 2023. So, do you guys think this should be something we care about? Should this be something we should really care? Or should we just go ahead and say, to hell with it? You can download whatever you want. Everybody fend for themselves. Download it, download your emulators, and everybody present their own archives. Is that what we do? Is it the point now where every man should have their own archive? So, for instance, if you own Mario on Nintendo, it's up to you to download the emulator and download the right copy of Mario and to have it on your system. And then if they come to you and say, hey, you stole Mario, no, I rightfully own it. Even though you're not presenting some receipt back from the 90s. Like, you're not doing it, okay? Let's just be honest. So, I just want to go ahead and pull up the article. We're going to run through the article real quick because, man, we're actually doing good on, I did way better than I thought. Okay, so I want to pull up the first thing, which is the Game Historian Foundation, or the Game History Foundation, because they actually go in deep on Nintendo. They get on Nintendo's ass. Let's go ahead and talk about that. Video Game History Foundation goes off on Nintendo's destructive retro policies. Nintendo's decision to close its Wii U and 3DS stores has been met with widespread criticism, not for the closure themselves. This always happens to old hardware. That's something I believe in. Okay, that's something I really believe in. But for the way it has once again reminded the world of how terribly Nintendo handles access to its back catalog. Easily the most beloved in the video game business. And I will agree, no back catalog is loved more than Mario. Okay, and I will say there is a few others. Okay, people don't realize how much Pac-Man is beloved. Much as people want to underrate Pac-Man. If you tried to get rid of Pac-Man, watch the people that come out. Okay, Pac-Man is one of those that goes back very far. We could talk about other characters like Hubert and things like that, but they didn't hold up over the test of time. Pac-Man is one that, since Pac-Man was introduced, I would say Pac-Man is another one of those, okay? But while many observers fret about stuff like that, the fact it will soon be impossible to buy a digital copy of Wind Waker, there's also a matter of effect on hundreds of video games released only in digital format and only for these consoles that will soon simply cease to exist. So, which means those games that you were playing that are only available on that console that you were able to play will not be available on the Switch. They have no plans to release it. It's been said, no plans to release these games. We do not know. Now, Nintendo has put a lot of money and infrastructure into their Nintendo Switch Online service, which offers games that you can play for NES and 64. And I'm not sure if you're paying, because I do think you're paying on a per cost for each set. But just think of this. You can play N64 games with great response times from Bluetooth controllers on a PC through an emulator. So I find it very hard for someone with a Nintendo Switch to be able to say, hey, I'm signing up for Nintendo Switch Online because I want to play Nintendo 64 games. I find that very difficult when Nintendo 64 emulators are running great on PC, On top of that, you can play with whatever controller you want that you use on a PC already. I just find that very difficult. Okay. The Video Game History Foundation, who does all kinds of amazing work preserving old video games and hardware, are understandably not happy, particularly with the fact that Nintendo actively funds lobbying that prevents even libraries from being able to provide legal access to games. Yes. Let's reread that. I don't think y'all heard that right. And I know it might be going over your heads because there's a lot of, you think it's tech, but actively funds lobbying that prevents even libraries from being able to provide legal access for games, which means they're lobbying. They're paying big business and politicians and other people to put certain laws in effect to make it where you can't access the game. That's what they're doing. Nintendo's doing it. They're actively lobbying, which means they don't want you to access these games. You know why? And one thing I give Nintendo, that's a beautiful thing in marketing. I have worked in marketing. For those who don't know, I've worked in marketing for quite some years. It wasn't my thing because it's a very rough business as well. But in marketing, one of the biggest things, okay, is being able to take something like this, okay, and spinning it to something beautiful. I've done it. I've done it myself. Okay? I've been in marketing where you take some of the worst, terrible things that have happened in your life and you have to turn it around to something beautiful. And guess what? When you're doing that in marketing, you might not feel good about it. You honestly can feel bad at heart. But the one thing is the image and the marketing you want to put off is something different. Now, let's go ahead and read the statement because after I read the statement, we're going to get ready to move. I got so much. Okay. While it's unfortunate that people won't be able to purchase digital 3DS or Wii U games anymore, we understand the business reality that went into this decision. Okay? They understand. So I understand. I'm not sitting here tripping. They went into a smart decision because, certain things get old. It does cost to hold up infrastructure. That is money you can save. There is employees you have to pay. There is, I see the big picture, even from that CEO standpoint. I understand the CEO, and this is one thing people might not like me for, but I am very capitalist at heart. I do believe those CEOs need to be paid more money than others. I do believe those people higher up need to be paid more money than others because the more you invest, the more you put in, the more you need to get. I do believe in that, and that's as crazy as I might think. If I'm putting up most of my money, so I'm gonna give you an example. If I own a restaurant and I pay $1,000 for ingredients, you come in and you work and you bring me in $2,000, well, guess what? You're not going to get $1,000 because you brought in $1,000. It just don't work like that. I'm getting some money too. Okay. And not only am I getting some money, I have to buy another $1,000 of ingredients. You see how this works? That's coming up for me putting up that money. You didn't put it up. So I deserve that. So I believe in capitalists. I'm a capitalist at heart. All right. So as a paying member of the Entertainment Software Association, Nintendo actively funds lobbying that prevents even libraries from being able to provide legal access to these games. Not providing commercial access is understandable. So which means commercial access, which means you don't have to present it in a storefront. You don't have to present it like you have to sell it, but you do need to present it in some archival form to where if it's needed for any reason, someone can be able to access it at any time they need to. Whether it's at a cost, whether it's, through bells and whistles you have to go through, you have to present it as an option. All right? So not providing commercial access is understandable, but preventing institutional work to preserve these titles on top of that is actively destructive to the video game history. We encourage ESA members like Nintendo to rethink their position on this issue and work with existing institutions to find a solution. Now, let me tell you something. I don't know if they really know Nintendo like I know Nintendo. Nintendo ain't doing shit. Okay, they're not changing their stance. Nintendo don't care what you say. They're going to take that stance. They have rightfully attacked all these different people who had these retro projects and fan projects and all these other things that they were working on because their goal was to put out, once they seen how much money was behind the retro games, they decided to put all legal access they had to shut down all these different websites and everything. And now their store is up. And guess what? I guarantee it's probably a lot of people in their store playing those games. that kind of worked. I'm not saying it, give Nintendo their props. So let's go ahead. My last words on Nintendo is you shut down the shops, but for all those who do want to get games, make sure you go and purchase the games now. You do have until 2023. It's not shut down immediately. So you don't have to go, oh God, it shot me. No, it's not that bad. You do have until 2023, I believe, to purchase any game you need to be able to play forever. If your game is an online only game, I don't know how that works. I do believe it'll probably be shut down. For the Wii, I think there was someone who hosted a server that was kind of like a background server for the Wii Online, and that could happen for the Wii U as well. We could see that. I would love to see that, to where those people, once they shut it down, you can still have people go out there and be able to get what they need. And now Nintendo shut it down, so they just go on there and download it. It's no, however it works. So do that. Nintendo, your assholes, at least provide people some way to access it. But I love your systems and love your games. I hate you. Okay, so let's go ahead and move on. All right. So this one, gonna be very quick on this one because I think everybody knows this, but I just wanted to say this because there has been some recent information on games, and I want to say this because I'm an old head. All right. So recently, okay, a lot of people have been discovering that sealed retro games are worth a lot of money. If you are like me, I'm 38 years old. You go through the years and you move. If you move like as much as I moved, okay, I moved so much that I've lost so many things I could not tell you. But if I was able to hold on to games and have them completely sealed, I now could be looking at price tags of $36,000, $40,000, $500,000, $250,000. This is now the new norm for a lot of these retro 90 games sealed. So, we're going to go ahead and put it up on screen. Hundreds of sealed retro 90s games that were just publicly revealed could be worth $1 million. For gaming collectors and preservationists, it's a high score. Hundreds of classic games, many of which, according to video footage of the discovery, appear to be factory sealed. The entire thing is eventually getting sold, and when it does, it could clock in one of the big ones, potentially ranking somewhere north of 7 figures. Yo, let me tell y'all something. If y'all come across anything that's old and retro and it's sealed, you guys could be changing your lives right now. Okay. This trove is an impressive haul encompassing games from the 3DO. We remember that shitty 3DO. Okay, the Sega Genesis, the Sega Saturn, which, by the way, Sega Saturn, you shouldn't have got done like Fighting Vipers, Virtua Fighter, like classics on this system. Y'all doing it wrong. But anyways, Sega Saturn and the course of Super Nintendo Entertainment System, an 8-minute clip showcasing the library made the rounds earlier this week, courtesy of Game Room. Now, there is a clip, I do believe, somewhere in here. I'll probably get to the clip. We'll fast forward some of the clip, okay? Now, a 3 Outpost video game retailer based in Nebraska, whose owner, Chris Thompson, is serving as a liaison for the sale. You think it's the sort of once-in-a-lifetime find that comes out the blue and makes instant waves, but Thompson, in a phone interview, said that the video dates back to last fall, before the holiday retail rush swarmed Game Room.
Can you dig it, sucker?
Damn, that was before the holiday rush. So this video is like, he's like, yo, this late. Shit, we now getting it booming because we got it. An employee called me one night and was like, Chris, you're not going to believe what just walked in. You might not either. A factory sealed copy of Mortal Kombat 2 for the SNES. Oh my goodness. Yo, let me tell y'all something, man. For all my old school heads, walk with me for just 1 second. Mortal Kombat 2, okay? I was a guy that was in the arcades, all my old heads, my old retired ass dads and all that shit, which I mean from gaming in the arcades. We were in the arcades when Mortal Kombat 1 was released. Big hit title, very big because of the fatalities, very gruesome, made worldwide news. We loved playing it, but slim in the character selection, didn't have many stages, fatalities were slim, and Mortal Kombat 2 came out. If I can tell you, if we could actually do like a top 10 of games, like from one to the next of sequels of how good they jumped. Mortal Kombat 1 to Mortal Kombat 2 was great, but I can tell you Mortal Kombat 2 to Mortal Kombat 3 was even better. But Mortal Kombat 2 had Sub-Zero, multiple moves, multiple characters, multiple fatalities, all types of things. So having this unopened, I will say, to me means a lot. All right? But it's held by a guy who just wanted to get a rough sense of what it's worth. And it said, but a man had a second game with him that was more shocking than Mortal Kombat 2, but Thompson declined to clarify what it was, noting that the owner has requested anonymity throughout the process and that the game was such a unique find it could be identified. So he's like, yo, I can't even say this. They might track down my crib for this one. Okay. Thompson met with the owner who said he had way more where it came from. Vestiges of a video game store that was shuttered in the mid-90s. The two went back and forth for a bit, and Thompson floated the idea. He'll film some footage, cut together a short video, and drum up some attention for the sale. I bring out my camera that I don't even really know how to use, and I'm afraid of tripping on a game worth more than, my house. All right. So I get a bunch of footage and then we say goodbye. That's how we figure. Now, let's go ahead. I'm just going to take a quick one because, YouTube will hit me with something. Okay, so let's take a look. That's a lot. I'm not going to lie. That's a lot of class. That looks like 3DO. Yo, 3DO sucked ass. Yo, oh my goodness. 3DO sucked so much ass. It's just more, wow. So multiple ones. Yeah, there you go, Super Nintendo. I remember that. Oh, you see how he went, ooh, it was just like me. Those are Super Nintendo boxes. Oh my goodness. We used to love box art. I'm sorry. We were suckers for box art back then. You know what I mean? We're like, oh, I got the love. I bought the steel case for Cyberpunk. You heard me say it earlier. I'm still a sucker for box art, man. Yeah, we wondering. All right, I ain't gonna give it up. Y'all go ahead and watch them on YouTube. I'm gonna just go ahead and we'll give them a quick shout out. What are they? Okay. My man. Damn. This game room. Shout out to y'all, man. Go ahead and give y'all a couple shotguns in the bomb. Shout out to y'all for the wonderful find. Please go ahead and check out the video. Okay, let's go ahead. I gotta move on. Okay, I'm gonna get back to me. So my final thoughts is all my old school gamers, I want y'all to do me a favor. You all got the closet with the box with a bunch of your junk shit, right? Even if you have some of those old games that may be open, the box may be torn, it may be worn. Do me a favor. Keep it. Pull it out. I want you to get on eBay. I want you to go other places. You could possibly purchase another box. You can get some other cover art. If the game works, you should be good. And you could possibly have a lot of money. So please do that. Shout out to these guys for the wonderful find. I think it's beautiful. Now let's go ahead. So last but not least, and I'm going to go ahead as always. I'm going to put this in the chat. Just damn, wow, this is something new to me. We got all these new buttons here. I didn't know they did this on Restream. Okay, but I'm going to go ahead and put this in the chat. Bam, here we go. Because this is the last one. I'm going to just have it up there before I go through this last subject. Because if you want to come in, we're going to chat it up real quick, and then we're going to go ahead and we're going to do the damn thug this. All right, and I got one more shot I'm going to take. Okay. So, I want to talk about Team 17, and let me pull it up on screen now. So, I'm going to go ahead and get my last damn rant on, and this is going to be fire. So, Team 17 has been raking in the profits, and their developers have been eating scraps. I want to talk to you, Team 17. If I'm correct, you were the same one, would I believe, Ready or Not, with the school shooting level. Very questionable. A lot of people confronted you about that, a lot of backlash. I'm not sure if you were part of the ones that pulled out or were in it, but nonetheless, you were involved in a controversy. A school shooting level. Very weird. I thought very weird. Now, after I heard what you were doing, I'm not thinking so weird. Developers have been through a lot of shit recently, especially with Activision Blizzard. They have actually put it on a microscope. Developers are now being put in the spotlight, where we're understanding the trouble that they go through. Well, guess what? I want to tell you guys, developers are going through what a lot of people go through in today's society. Your warehouse worker, guess what? Your warehouse worker is the guy who's just pushing a box and lifting it up. But I want to tell you something about the warehouse worker. Shit don't get shipped without the warehouse worker. See how things work? So we can give the props to the man high up there in the CEO. But if those warehouse workers don't push that box, nothing gets shipped. So even those who are getting paid maybe the lowest at the company, they have some of the most important jobs at the company. See how that works? Y'all see how that works? That's why developers are feeling a lot of shit that they're feeling. These developers are putting their backs out there. They're putting hard on work, those extra hours, that dedication. A lot of these developers do that dedication to show other teams, or maybe they're looking to go to future endeavors that are better for them, and they're trying to show dedication. So they do spend those extra hours. But if those extra hours go with, hey, I understand you spend extra hours, but we want you to work harder, then they start to get drained. And you know what happens when developers get drained? They don't produce as good as work. Team 17. There have been a lot of people have been introducing 4-day work weeks for developers, but you don't do that. You have a school shooting level. The developers are put under a lot of heat, and you don't say much to protect them. Your CEOs have been raking in a lot of dollars, and the developers have not been getting much. See where the warehouse worker sits? This is a common theme in America's society. I can't speak for everyone else. So these developers are just facing the bottom. What do you think customer service is? They answer the phone. Thank you for calling. They're the front lines. They're the first ones you hear. They're the ones that's keeping customers coming back. But guess what? People call and they don't say, let me speak to the CEO. They say, I want to speak to, and they say the business name, and you have to represent the business. So Team 17, I'm going to pull up this article, but from what I've been hearing, you've been just not only shiesty, okay, to employees, you've actually have been pushing NFTs, and NFTs is something y'all know. I actually not that hard on NFTs, but you're pushing NFTs, and these developers can't eat. They looking for a meal. They scrambling. I want a meal, and they can't even get a meal because of you. Now we're just gonna pull up the article real quick, and we're gonna go over this because I want to go ahead and get to take these calls. Okay. Shout out to my man Ethan for the article. Okay, I got to give a shout out. Kotaku, I'm getting the interview with Ethan. I'll let you know. Okay, I'll let you know. But on January 31st, publisher Team 17 announced a Worms NFT and was roundly rebuked by fans and studio partners alike. A day later, it apologized and canceled the whole thing. So they let you know that they had the idea of producing NFTs, and not only did they face backlash from the community, they faced backlash from the employees. According to a new report by Eurogamer, that was only the tip of the iceberg of Team 17's bullshit, which also included bad pay, rising workloads, and failures to address sexual harassment, all while the CEO is raking in millions.
Can you dig it, sucker?
They didn't care. Employees were apparently given almost no notice before the company's disastrous NFT announcement. So, which means I'm an employee representing Team 17. I got my Team 17 logo on. I go live on the stream. I say, yo, Team 17 rock. Let's get down. Oh, and next thing you know, you put out an NFT. I'm getting hate rated. See what I'm saying? So, if Team 17 had asked its workers what they thought, it might have managed to avoid becoming one of the internet's villains of the day. But according to an in-depth investigation by Eurogamer, shout out Eurogamer, we always got to drop a bomb. Ignoring staff concerns is an ongoing problem with how the company operates, especially in its QA department. Team 17's QA developers are reportedly paid between $20,000 and $25,000. Oh my God. Yo, let me tell y'all something, man. And this is, I'm gonna move on. I'm gonna just take these calls because $20,000, $25,000. I'm going to tell y'all something right now. That's probably below minimum wage in certain states. You can live off that. People think you can't live off 20,000 or 25,000. That's a lot of money. You can actually live in an apartment. You can afford food. If you can't afford food, go ahead and get food stamps or whatever you need to get yourself back on your feet. That's quite a bit of money. But I will say, it is, to me, when I look at it, very low. I don't see anybody really living their fulfilled life with 20 to 25,000. It's rough, and especially if you got family and you got other people to feed, you got to buy clothes and other things on top of paying rent and light bills, and whew, that's rough. Okay, if QA developers are getting paid 20 to 25,000 for a lot of hours, that ain't much. How does a CEO get millions? So that's where the capitalist mind in me goes, I want to take a step back. I'm not a socialist. Okay, I do believe that CEO deserves to be paid, but I do think you need to look at things with a wide lens. Everybody needs to be paid a certain amount. Okay, if developers are sad and not being paid enough, we need to go into negotiations. We need to figure out if there's something I want, and if I'm going to pay them, I need to get more out of them. So now I'm going to request more. I'm going to pay you more, but I'm going to request more out of you. That's fine. I'm sure a lot of these QA developers, a lot of people don't mind request more out of me. But do not sit here and tell me I don't have the chance to even give you more to make more money. That's a shame. So that 20 to 25,000 annually while working sometimes grueling amounts of back-to-back overtime. Now, oh my gosh, I'm sorry. That's ridiculous. Back-to-back overtime, 20 to 25,000 is crazy. There were people who would have to skip meals to save money. People who would have to go into the office during the pandemic to reduce their bills. Yo, Team 17, I can't have my internet on all day because I got a $300 light bill, and that's way too high for me to pay. I'm going to have to work in the office. You understand, right? And Team 17 says, oh, absolutely, come into the office. But they didn't try to offer them any discount on their Xfinity bill when they was working from home. Okay, shout out to all my home workers. All right, when QA staff petitioned for pay raises, management ignored them. Oh, management. That's a management special, ain't it? Ignore them. Okay, they're nothing. Peasants. Below me. There were people who would have to skip meals. Dude, skip meals? Okay, but nonetheless. All right. We took it to management, and the second team, we took it to HR. Nothing came of it. We were essentially told the wages you are being paid are fine, and I confirm they are not. People are struggling badly. Now, let's go ahead and pull it up. Back on screen here. My last piece I'm going to say, because I'll move on. I'm going to take calls. I got to shout these people. But my last piece I'm going to say here is that Team 17, your ass is not exempt from getting smoked, okay? I'm sorry. I don't play your shit. I don't care. So now if your game will come across, I can just say, I'm not playing y'all. I don't have to support you. Guess what? Because you guys are assholes, and I'm supporting those assholes, the way they treat QA developers. Now, again, if we don't support the game, we're not helping the developers. But we can always, hey, developers, you guys can be part of another union. Sign up. We can give our money and donate to you, and we can have other ways to provide to you without providing to Team 17, because they are literal assholes in this situation. You guys are working and busting your ass off, and I have been there. I have worked at a warehouse where I was busting my ass, and one moment you get treated like such shit that you realize that, wow, I'm just a warehouse worker. And that hurts. I'm not going to lie, that hurts, man, when you know that you're part of the vital process that makes the company go. But the thing the CEO does not think about is the CEO knows that I can replace you. You know how, and I'm just giving you guys a big perspective. If I'm the CEO, do you know how many people pass away at my company? Like, just think, if I worked for Microsoft or Apple, it's been going on a long time. Do you know how many people passed away? Do you know how many times we would have to throw funerals if we paid for them all? We don't. We don't pay for them. We simply give you time for bereavement. You can go ahead and grieve and do what you need. Because it's true in business, it's hard to not mix that personal life. It's very hard because these people are personal people. That man that came in and pushed that box in the warehouse is a real man or woman. They're a real person. So you don't want to treat them like just someone who can be replaced. That's it. So I'm going to go ahead and pull it in. Now let's pull it in. Yo, my man. Oh, man, hold on. Let me turn it up so I can hear you, okay? Joe, what's going on?
Busy night tonight.
Yo, busy night, my man. Joe, I see your famous place, hardest working man. Joe, a couple things I got to say before we start getting into the topic. Joe, you're still posting on the page. I don't know how you're doing it, Joe. You're working too hard. You're working too hard, man. I got to slow you down. Okay, I can't. Don't overwork yourself. Okay, but thank you. You've been posting great. We've been killing it on the page. The page is growing like crazy, man. I don't know what we're doing. You with the repacks, working with Eric. By the way, Eric, we need to talk to Eric. Hey, I throw him on the page.
Definitely. I always tell Eric to tune in the Nick Moses, but he works the night shift and he sleeps during the day. So I always tell him, I always give you shout outs all the time on Nick Moses 05, tell him go on the Facebook page. He does a lot. He actually
to Eric.
He installs mod chips on the OLEDs.
Nice. And you know what? I'm going to reach out to Eric. What we're going to do, we're going to get more people to post on the page. I'm going to try to open it up to more people. We got us. We all doing stuff. I know Shane is out there doing things. And Shane, by the way, shout out to Shane and the mom and all that. I love that. I love that. You know what I mean? Love to see the family love. So, Joe, we got a lot to talk about, man. I don't know. I'm going to go ahead and change my image real quick because I'm slipping. Okay, here we go. Oh, yeah, we back. Now, Joe, so much to talk about. Before I dive into you got it there. Now, before I dive into anything, Joe, anything you want to start with?
Like and subscribe, Nick Moses. I'm sorry I haven't been in the scene lately. I've been really busy at the restaurant. It's impossible to hire people. Still working 18 and 20-hour shifts every day. We're closed on Mondays. I'm still here. I'm always here. I'm like a furniture.
Yes.
People need to understand that sometimes you message me, I'll message you right back. Definitely, check out the private chat rooms. I add you guys, and there's a lot of smart people in there, like Eric, Skylar, Eli, a lot of great moderators in there, and a lot of smart people.
Now, Joe, let's cut to it, man. Gary. Now, we already know about the sentencing, but they show pictures
you gotta go on
Gary's
Facebook and pull up the apartment picture that I posted.
You know what? I got to. I'm going to just pull it up again. Let's pull it up again. Pull it up again. I'm going to go ahead and pull it up on screen here. Here we go. Now, we're going to get to the page. Okay, let's scroll down. All right. I know. We coming. Work with me. Here we go. Oh, damn. We're going to be forever. But while it's loading, okay, Joe, I do remember that picture you posted.
Yeah.
A lot of engagement. Okay, a lot of engagement. We're going to be able to see. Okay, look at
there. You go, right there.
A lot of engagement. Okay, that picture, Joe. When you seen that picture, what was your first thought?
That's the apartment that I'm going to be renting very shortly because with money being so tight and everything. Gary Bowser, if he was actually living there, let's say 110%, Gary Bowser was living there. He's taking his money and stashing it somewhere else. Maybe he thought he was going to get caught soon, so he's like, I need to downsize by a lot,
Now, Joe, I'm not familiar with the Dominican Republic and things like that. Would this be considered like low class, poverty?
I would say like maybe a medium.
Okay. Like a medium.
Like a medium class.
One of the things that was mentioned was Gary, and this is lawyers, they presented that he was actually being told a lot of things to do by Max. And he was only making about $500 to $1,000 a month. What do you think about that? Do you think Gary was actually only making this amount?
That might be a lot of money over there. I don't know about the conversions of money. That might be like $4,000 US. I don't know. But yeah, it's craziness. Supposedly he's a head honcho and he's in charge and everything.
Yeah, I'm with you on that. He's supposed to be the head honcho, and the way they painted him, Executor made tens of millions.
Well, tens of millions and billions and trillions of trillions of dollars.
And I'm telling you, if I'm a man that made tens of millions, I think me and you both, Joe, would not be living like that picture shown.
No, we'd be living outside in a cardboard box. The high life.
I agree. The high life. Now, Joe, another one, man. EA. Battlefield 2042. Now let me ask you, Joe. I
So
got
much
a
bad
two-part.
stuff about that. I'm not even in the gaming world anymore. I hear so much bad stuff about that. The game's always broken. Always broken.
So you're one, Joe, that has experienced Cyberpunk through a
Oh,
lot
yeah.
of bugs.
Cyber Glitch 404.
There we go. Sliber Glitch 404. I mean, games in unplayable states with Battlefield 2042. Do you think there is any coming back, or will we see this game officially fall off the radar like some of the other games we see?
They were very stupid. They should have learned their lesson from Cyberpunk. They should say, wow, we can't release a broken game, especially with an online. It's mostly online. You can't have this shit happen online. They don't care anymore. They expect all the customers to be pissed off and complaining. I watched a quick video about it, listening to it on YouTube. That new game that just came out, everyone's talking about, Horizon, the Forbidden West, or whatever the hell it's called, and people are complaining that the game's buggy. I can't confirm that. I haven't played it. I haven't really listened to the audio about it, but I heard that the game's kind of broken. It's like, don't people realize, like, hey, we can't release broken shit, half-baked shit? They don't care anymore because no games are on disc anymore. Oh, we'll just do a patch. Us old heads, if the game was broken, the game was broken. We weren't going to buy your shit anymore. But now you expect it to be broken, and you'll just wait for a patch for 10,000 years to play the game.
Now, this is a good point you brought up, Joe. So let me ask you, if you had the choice to have a game, let's say Halo Infinite, let's just put out. You had the choice to say, hey, you can have this game in the year of 2021, or we can hold it because we don't want to release a game with possible bugs, possible issues. We will hold it until 2024. Would you rather have that game in 2022 with all bugs included and fight through the process? Or would you say, hold off to 2024 and I will purchase the finished product?
I would say wait it out. They should have did that with the Xbox and the PS5, especially the PS5. Extremely buggy and everything. And I think with it being very close to being jailbroken, I think Sony rushed it out and they fucked up and left back doors open, which is great for the community. But they can't keep rushing shit, especially the games. Just wait. People will wait. That's why I love playing Resident Evil 8. That they took a little bit of time to make it. The game was very good, very little glitches, very, very little bit. But it was just a great experience. Now it's like Cyberpunk. That game's a piece of shit. I haven't even played Battlefield, and that game definitely sounds like a piece of shit.
Now, Joe, one thing I want to ask. Have you played Cyberpunk since the update? The big, massive update that came out?
No, I'm actually almost finished with Cyberpunk. I haven't had any time to play any games. I have one mission left. I forget what that mission's called, but it gave you this notification, no spoilers, but it says if you finish this mission, you finish the story. So I'm just doing all side missions and stuff. But I have Cyberpunk on the gaming PC. So the glitches are bad, but they're not as bad as Xbox and Sony. Like, fucking all this dumbass shit, going through the maps and shit. I only went through the maps 2 times, and I only had another glitch where you were driving, and I guess the AI didn't know you were hitting cars, so you just like drive through the cars like they weren't even fucking there.
That's bad. I ain't gonna lie, because I mean, let's be honest. We've handled collisions since like NES and I guess NES. So if we like going back where we can't handle collisions, that's kind of bad. So I'm with you. So
what's amazing? It seems like gaming is going backwards, like with all the bugs and everything being broken. It seems like you remember when PS1 came out and like everyone's all excited about these polygons and all this 3D animation shit. It seems like we're in that stage now. Like where everything's broken, nothing works because they keep rushing shit. They have the technology, they have the tools, they have the manpower. They just need to wait. If you're short-staffed, you got to wait. Like, for instance, we were short-staffed tonight at the restaurant. I locked the door. I had an ATOP walk in, and that's it. Tough shit to everybody else. I'm not going to give you shitty food or rush anything because I can't handle it. You need to know when to stop.
No, that was that. I completely understand that. It's like, boop, hey, done. Tough titty said the kitty, but the milk's still good. I'm with you on that. So, Halo, they said they're going to take off the mask of Master Chief. Now, Joe, you were one. We've been there. Same age, we around there. We We seen when Master Chief first came out. The beauty. We've been there through the entire thing. How do you feel about this? Do you think it's a good thing, bad thing? How you feel?
I actually haven't heard about this, him taking the helmet off. I'm sure of two things. One, they will majorly fuck it up. And two, will be a glitch where you can't see the person's face. But I think a lot of people are going to be disappointed, because they're going to be, thinking, oh, is he black? Is he white? Is he Asian? They should just leave him with the mask on. That's what I think. Just leave him. Let people think of what they want to think he is instead of ruining the experience. They ruin everything, Nick. Just like ruin everything.
I agree. I think the mysterious, figure in there is what keeps people going. And now we know who he is. Oh shit, I know who that guy is. I'll pick this guy now. I'd rather play Halo ODST. I don't know who these guys are. I mean,
I bet you he's an AI or some shit. They're gonna do something like that, some off the wall wacky shit.
You know what? You are on to something. Maybe he's AI from a future, and so okay, I'm with you. I'm with you on that. So, last but not least, Joe, they're closing down the shops.
Well, we gotta talk about this. I totally forgot about this. I got so busy tonight working. Here's the deal: you need to get your ass a flash cart, and you need to start downloading the full ROM sets, and not worrying about the fucking retailers, the online stores. Oh, we're taking off our online stores. I got the full ROM set of, for instance, a PlayStation, 3DS, Switch. I'm still in the process of doing that. Get your own stuff. Get them 10 terabyte hard drives. I'm telling you, don't get SSDs. Super expensive. Get those mechanical hard drives. Yes, they fail a little bit. They're cheap and they got a lot of space on them. 10 terabytes are about $200.
That's a lot of data. Ooh, that sounds juicy. Okay, now I will say, I agree with you. I think that we have to now start archiving our own games. So if we want to be able to play the game for years to come or show our children, it's up to us to download the emulator.
This is why Nintendo's stupid. They're endorsing the piracy and the backing stuff up because they're closing down the shops. That's what they're doing. They're basically saying, we don't want to support this anymore. We want you to rebuy Mario 1 400 fucking times. Here's the deal: you're encouraging piracy and you're enduring piracy. That's what it is.
Hey, you preach.
You get those TX flash cards, the Stargate ones. I actually have one. They're very good. That's an old school cart with the clicker on the back, the cartridge to change out the ROM.
Whoa, those flash cards, they were hot, man. I remember that was like the thing. Now, Joe, any last words you got to say before you're out, my dude?
Like and subscribe to Nick Moses 05 and get yourself a hack Switch. Start backing stuff up. Get them hard drives.
I agree, man. Well said. My brother from another mother. I'm going to be hollering at you, my dude. Later, man. Oh, man. Let's bring in. Okay. Oh, man. Hold on. Let me see if my wallet's still in my pocket. Okay. Let me make sure my credit card's still there. Because when the conspiracy theorist comes into play, for some reason, all my notifications go off on my phone. Every single ringer goes off. Dr. Specimen, how are you doing today, sir?
I'm chilling.
Chilling.
I got the
Now,
weirdest fucking setup ever because I'm gonna have to use my phone. And the problem is that this fucking website heats my phone up so bad that right now I've got my phone wedged between my windowsill so that the outside can cool my phone off. That's why you might be seeing some reflections at the reflection of my window.
Hey, I'm not going to lie. If it's cold outside, like where I'm at, you perfect. Your phone is not going to open. Just put it right there. Hey, you good to go. It'll last the whole entire time. So, Dr. Specimen, so much I can go over. Where do you want to start?
I think I'm good with what you talked with Joe about. I think we all know the one that I've definitely got my toes dipped in.
Let's go ahead and talk about Gary. Now, one thing I do know is that you, Dr. Specimen, have, since I first met you, I remember you were just this little small pup in a pond, swimming around, and now you seem to be this grown male fish with all this valuable info.
Yeah, we'll go with that.
How does that happen? what did you do specifically that puts you in a position to kind of see all this play out?
Common sense.
Now, common sense is not common. So why was this so common for you? What made it common sense?
I don't follow mob mentality. The problem is that we've had two groups of people. We've had the people on the Executor side, and Alk, I still love you. Monk, I love you. I love everyone over in Excalibur. But they have their biases, and when they look at the situation that was going on with Gary, at the legality of Team Executor, all that kind of stuff, they were looking at it through a certain lens, both a certain lens and also just simply what did they want to happen. Same thing with the Atmosphere side. As much as I hate him as a person, Sires makes great software. I'm trying to think. Zortroll, as much as Alk hates the joke he made about breaking people's systems, he makes amazing software, in my opinion. I think Goldleaf's a great title installer. Ulaunch is awesome. Is an awesome menu replacement. They all were looking through a certain lens. They wanted certain things to happen to Team Executor. And therefore, the people who followed those factions were molding together and basically taking their opinions and making it their own. I never really gave a shit. I thought what Team Executor did was scummy, looking at the facts. But I never really was like, okay, but still Atmosphere is so amazing, the best 10 out of 10 IGN. And I just kind of was like, okay, they did objectively do these different things. They objectively had these keys. They're objectively selling this software, these hacking devices. Nintendo objectively has had a history of being very anal about this. Therefore, I can come to the conclusion that they'll probably get butt fucked in one way or another. And so that was just how I looked at it.
So, man, you're deep. So we're going to get deep on this. We're going to unpack all this. I love it. So with that, if you were a member of Team Executor, let's say, like you mentioned, Alk and all these others, people that we've known who've had some sort of history, let's just say that, do you think there is anything that could have been done? Do you think there's something different if you were put in that situation that could have changed everything? Because we do know there are times where you could be working with someone and not know the intentions. So what I like to know is, I'm similar to you. I don't like to rob with the mob mentality or everybody goes this way. I like to step back and look and say, let me make sure I'm doing it right. What really do you think was the thing that made everybody kind of overlook everything? Because you were able to see it clearly. What made everybody overlook it?
On the Team Executor side?
Yeah.
Lies, number one. I think there was probably some internal stuff getting passed around that might have been tricking people into believing one thing. I think just personal denial of just they don't want to believe that certain things are true. And also a sort of fundamental disconnect between what's legal and what's right. When it comes to Nintendo's stuff, right? I'm not going to get into the Atmosphere code and all that. When it comes to what actually happened with Nintendo, do I think what Team Executor did was immoral or whatever? No, I don't actually. I don't believe that one bit. Do I believe what they did was illegal in the United States by the Digital Millennium Copyright Act? Yes, I do. And I think that's something I've noticed, especially when talking to certain people about this, is there's a misunderstanding about how the world should work is that U.S. copyright law should only apply to the United States, and this should not be getting applied to people who do not live in the United States, as well as the way that the Digital Millennium Copyright Act exists and is enforced is very wrong, very outdated, very manipulated, and just a completely corrupt law. Yes, all of that is true. That doesn't change the fact that it is still going to be enforced that way, and Team Executor, Gary, Max, wanting to an extent, but again, he's in China, he'll never get extradited in a million years, all were breaking the law. It doesn't matter how fucked up the law is, how outdated it is. It is U.S. law. The U.S. will enforce its law in any way that it can possibly do it. And as much as I am a patriot, I am not happy with the way that the U.S. decides to enforce its law as if its law is global law. The Digital Millennium Copyright Act is not law in France. It is not law in China. It is not law in Canada or the Dominican Republic. And therefore, there's a certain ambiguity with the idea that, yes, technically they were shipping these devices to America. However, I'm questioning the argument on whether or not it's their fault. People say, hey, we want to resell. Please send us chips. They send chips to somewhere, and then, who knows, maybe later they realize, oh, they're sending those to America. But the bottom line is, as far as I'm concerned, they cannot be enforcing. It's like if somebody in the Dominican killed someone. You're not going to enforce a U.S. murder law there, even if maybe that person had a brother who lived in the United States. Just because someone else sent a chip to someone in the United States does not make that law applicable outside of the country. It's just a very confusing situation, and the way that the law is being enforced, the only way I could see them actually being hit with anything is the whole getting resellers to ship it to the United States. Maybe I could see an argument there. That's it. It's unfair, but it's just the way the world works right now, and that should have been taken into account when Team Executor did what they did.
And that's right. I'm glad you're speaking on this. And one thing I say is I always appreciate your honesty, because even when you're friends with somebody, you got to be honest. Like, hey, man, I don't think that's smart. I don't think you should be doing certain things. And it's still in the love. It's not that I hate you or dislike you or think, but I have the right to disagree or to try to help or persuade you.
And that's my kind of how I feel like and I haven't said this before, and I might get yelled at for saying this, but I do wish that people like Alchemy, like ComSci, many other people would disassociate from Team Executor, including, to an extent, Team Excalibur, because they're good people with good hearts, but they're still putting themselves at risk of having some litigation come to them. I don't know what, but we're talking America law. If the FBI or someone who's pissed off enough comes to the FBI, wants to find a way to make them in the wrong, they'll do it. And I don't believe Alchemy or anyone in Team Excalibur has broken any laws, but they'll find a way, and that's what scares me.
Yeah, I'm with you. I'm with you 120%. Well said, because even someone like myself, who usually when these mods come out, I'm all over. I'm posting ads on Craigslist. I'm doing this outside of me just posting videos. I thank God I didn't do it, because so many people, which we've seen, I know you've seen as well, the cease and desist letters sent to people who were just normal people, who we thought were just, hey, some random dude just installing chips that we know, and he posts a picture of a cease and desist letter from Nintendo. No bullshit. So you're like, hey, I'm this little guy that's just installing chips, trying to make a damn living, and Nintendo's letting me know you will face a Tom Dilts result. Okay.
We should call it that from now on. If any mod resellers get shut down or get sued by Nintendo or get sued by any game company or whatever company, we should just call it getting Tom Diltsed.
Yeah, for real. He was one of the men that had one of it was like grand opening, grand closing. Like all in one sentence. You know what I mean?
Yeah, the pre-orders were open for like 5 seconds and then...
Yeah. And it was like, oh, these pre-orders were banging out. And I will say, many people were waiting on those pre-orders. Okay? I was
was this close to being like, fuck, I might end up at some point buying from Uber Chips. And then Uber Chips was just dead. And, I will say this. I think I said this before. But Uber Chips, something about it looked suspicious. viciously similar to the Team Executor
I knew you were gonna
website's
say
general
I was.
design. And I saw that, I'm like, someone on the inside owns this.
Yo,
And then there were,
you
and
dropping
then,
bombs, man. You
and then,
killing it right
and
now.
I'm gonna be completely real here, okay? I saw that it was a Tom Dilts who got sued, and Game Over's Twitter is Game Over Tom. So as soon as I knew his Twitter, I found his Twitter at one point. This was years ago. I don't fucking know why I was on it. I don't know why I was creeping. That was kind of weird, but I saw that, and then I saw a similar website, and then I saw Tom Dills. I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? What is this idiot doing? You thought you'd get away with this? You're a member of the team, and now you've put yourself out there. You're selling shit. You had your name on Twitter, your first name at least, and you're probably having payment stuff that's going to be out there now. What the fuck were you thinking?
Yeah, and not only that,
I don't think he's a bad dude in any way, shape, or form. I don't think he's a bad dude at all.
I don't.
But that was such a lapse in judgment, dude. As much as I love you.
That was a lapse in judgment. And I'm going to say some things you just know not to do. Like, for instance, bank robbery. Okay, me and you have never robbed a bank. But if I asked you,
don't know that.
someone asked me, what is the... Yeah, that's true. but the first thing we would say, if they said, what do you guys need? We would say, we need a mask, okay? And we need a weapon. That's automatic. We have never... I've never flew a helicopter. But if I see one in a tree, am I right to say the helicopter pilot broke up?
What Dills should have did, in my opinion, what he should have did was he should have used he should have made the website look terrible, like it came out of China. He should have made it look like it came out of China.
I agree.
And he should have probably found a payment. If he's in a position to set up this website, he should have found a payment processor in China, or found someone in a foreign country to do the payment processing, take the payment, to do whatever. All he is a webmaster, probably under a pseudonym when it comes to the site registration, and he posts updates to the website, he posts stock information, but do it how Team Executor's site was run. Gary didn't conceive of or manufacture the products, but he ran the core of the website. I don't get the thinking. I can't see chat right now, so I don't know. Maybe we got someone from there yelling at me, but...
Yeah, let's go ahead. Let's see if I can get ahead. Oh, that's a little bit too small. We'll get it eventually. I'm going to get it on there. But I will say, last thing, that specimen, I want to go, go talk about, before I let you go, is the lawyer's defense. Was that Max was putting Gary up to a lot of this. Do you think, knowing Gary Bowser, just speaking with him, let's just say, just a couple interactions, do you think Gary is not smart enough to know that he's being used by someone? Or do you think Gary was put in a position where he was not even being used, but his lawyers had to put up a defense, and this is the best thing they can get?
I don't think it's that Gary's not smart enough. I think, here's the average person's intelligence. Gary's up here. Max is up here. That's what I think. Because Max has now been indicted for Team Executor. He was indicted for credit card fraud. We know he was part of Paradox. This is a man who I hold less, especially with the credit card fraud thing. Whatever on Paradox, I don't give a fuck about that. But the credit card fraud thing, the credit card or whatever...
Major.
I can't hold him in any really good regards for that. Gary, I don't think we got any other shit like that on him. We've got Team Executor, and that's it. I've had many interactions with him. Very nice man. He's been in the scene for a long time. He knows what he's talking about. I, to an extent, actually believe the defense. I believe that what Max probably did is he probably found a bunch of non-usable, but could be perceived as, by someone who doesn't have a lawyer, loopholes in American copyright law. I wouldn't be shocked if when Max tried to recruit him onto this, if Gary might have been freaked out, or maybe he was just so excited he didn't even think about it. But I'm wondering if Gary brought up hey, what about this, this, and this, and Max found loopholes and said, here's this reason, calm down. And Gary was like, okay, maybe you're right.
Nice. Now
I
you're
actually
breaking it
would
down.
not. And let's be real, they probably are only bringing this up now because they know that no matter how you spin this, again, because of the way that we enforce our copyright law and how shitty it's written, he's fucked no matter what. And so all they were trying to say was, okay, but at least have some sympathy for the man. The crimes he committed were not, he was not fully aware of how bad his crimes were. And that's all they can do at this point. I think the way that they executed it was bullshitty. I don't think it's a bad argument, though. By the way, I am totally with Joe. Wii U USB helper is your best goddamn friend, but there's plenty of websites for your 3DS games. Fuck you, Nintendo.
I'm with you on that.
And there's a buggy Android version that slightly works. Don't ask how I know that.
And I still gotta holler at you for that SX Save Manager 1.3. So I'm definitely gonna be hollering at you. Yo, any last words you gotta say before you're out, my dude?
God bless Gary. God bless him. I hope Prism isn't. And I think someone said, I think it was Mudahar, Some Ordinary Gamers. He brought up the case, and he basically said he's gonna get thrown in minimum security. He's not some hardened criminal that they have to worry about and they have to keep him under tight. Like, he's gonna be in a minimum security prison, and I don't think jail will treat him too badly. And I hope it doesn't. I hope he gets out, and I hope that when he does get out, he comes back and he says, "Hey guys, I'm just gonna be here as a friend." Because
And that would be good.
I still will forever hold that when I talk to Gary, even for really weird taboo shit, he was as nice as could be. Very, very sweet, very professional, just a fucking nice guy, period. And so I hope that jail does not change him, and I hope when he gets out of jail, he comes back and maybe he's not in the modding scene, but maybe he just fucking makes a YouTube. Well, he already has a YouTube channel, but maybe he goes back on his YouTube channel and just fucking starts making, I don't know, achievement tutorials for games or whatever, or, finding secret, just something. Because I feel like he'd be damn good at that. Work for a company, work for a cybersecurity firm or something. I don't know. Just take your skills and put them in the white hat zone, because you can't even do gray hat now, because you're already on the list. You're already on list, and gray hat will get you probably arrested again too. I just feel bad. I just feel bad for him. Period.
Nah, me too, man. We'll figure out something. And like I said, when Gary comes out, be looking back at videos like this, like, man, let me talk to these two. So it'll be real interesting when we talk about this. Yeah, exactly, right? Years from now, we come back and Gary's like, yo, you dudes represented me. I appreciate it. So, Dead Specimen, as always, I mentioned you. I was supposed to talk with you before we missed up on the time. And then
what was it going to be about? You're talking about now?
We're putting out more content, man. We're really just going to talk about it. I got to do video game debates. I got to do other things. So I really
just give me a call to the stream, man. I'll be up for a while. Just give me a call to the stream.
Cool. We'll do that. So, Dead Specimen, as always, hollering at you, my dude.
Adios.
Later. Now we're going to go ahead. My man, Chris. Now, Chris, you was there, man. Where you at? Chris, where you at? Take us out. Where your camera, man? You supposed to be my manager. Come on. My director. He's there. He don't have to talk. He's there watching. Okay, I trust you. But shout out my man, Chris, who was hitting me up right at 6 on the dot. Said, get that damn show, Liddy. Get your Patron, Nick. Stop playing. I got it on. Okay. Thanks to you. Shout out my man, Chris. Even if you ain't got your camera on, I always got to take the second to thank you, man. You make sure the show keeps going. It is much appreciated. So I put on for you as always. Okay. I know you're probably going somewhere, so shout out that. Other than that, y'all, we're going to go ahead and wrap it up. 3 hours. We did it. Other than that, all right, love all you guys. Like I said, we're going to be putting up more content. Dead Specimen, I'm going to be hollering at you, Joe, everybody. It's your boy, Nick Moses 05, MoFam. We are fucking